look at Jokic, man.
Jokic is crazy.
Look at him, bro. Being the what do you call it? Oh, I forgot. I have to send the message to. I mean, not message the StreamYard link to somebody to join us today, Mars.
We have a special guest.
Really special. We've seen him before, but he has some Los Angeles Lakers agendas that he needs to get off.
Okay, interesting. Shout out to Comatose, Jeremiah SMR, Dorian Clayton, and Avion Plumber for being our GOAT members. If you want to be a GOAT member, the link is in the description. But shout out to those 4 guys for being our GOAT members.
Salutes. Salud.
Water, yay.
Water, yes.
That water for you as well?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Not day drinking right now, no.
Nice.
I gotta, Cinco de Mayo was a good breather, but now I gotta detox myself, and I don't want to just be relying on alcohol to be circling around my system all the time, man.
I always just drink water because I'm a good person.
I can't wait to corrupt you, man. I can't wait.
Wow. My sobriety is very important to me. I shall never drink alcohol.
Till you meet me in person. I promise you.
We'll see.
Come on, Mars, just take one. It's not gonna hurt. Come on, man.
You think I fall for the peer pressure? Never, man. I'm mentally strong.
It's not the peer pressure. It's not peer pressure. I just make you feeling. I make you feel included by joining us in Madden.
That's what peer pressure. Oh, hello.
How you doing, Mars? How you doing, Doug?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
We're good,
Hey, man, I had some. He said Lakers agenda. Well, number one, it's not even Lakers agenda. It's Tatum agenda.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm expecting a decent
because when Steph dropped 50 in Game 7, it was time to move him past Magic Johnson. When JT did it, the whole show was about Embiid choked and where was James Harden and this, that, and the third. Nobody gave any praise to Jayson Tatum. And I'm here to praise my guy, bro. Put some spec on this man's name. I don't know how much more. What? He got to win a championship? Is that the standard, really? We still got people like Bob giving him the light skin tax.
Yeah, I swear it is.
I would not know this. Bro, since his rookie season, he been balling in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Since his rookie year. I don't get it. Game 6, down 3-2 against Milwaukee. He goes to Milwaukee, drops 46. The year when KD, Harden, and Kyrie, the one series they played together healthy was against the Celtics when Jalen Brown went there. He's playing with Evan Fournier and Tristan Thompson as starters.
Hold on, Doug. Give me 1 second. Hold on, Doug. Give me 1 second. Let me spin the thing.
Yeah.
Can I ask one quick question before you carry on?
What's up?
How did he look in the finals?
So look at Game 5 and Game 6?
No,
one
but
series.
When we talk about superstars, they get judged based on the biggest stage, right? The biggest stage Jayson Tatum's been on is the stage where he didn't live up to expectations. So do you think that's why people are hesitant to crown Jayson Tatum based on what he did in the second round against Philly? They want to see it in the finals because he hasn't shown that. We've seen him in the conference finals ball out. We've seen him in the second round. We've seen him in the first round. But when he got to the finals, he didn't show up. So do you think people are waiting to see that before they get ready to crown Jayson Tatum?
See, this is my problem with this logic, right? Because a lot of you people that have this argument about Tatum, your GOAT is LeBron. A lot of people that have this argument, your GOAT is LeBron. So let me ask you, was LeBron not considered a superstar in 07?
Do you want me to answer or the masses?
You said what?
You want me to answer that or the masses? Because if I answer that, you might not like the answer you're about to hear. Because LeBron James,
I'm speaking more towards the masses. Okay. Because this is the argument that I get from a lot of people, right? Oh well, when in his biggest moment he choked. Okay, LeBron in 07 was trash,
Preach.
garbage. And then people hit me with, oh, but it's, Jayson Tatum's team is so much better. Okay, what happened in LeBron's next final?
Preach.
When he was playing with D Wade and Chris Bosh. Super team. He was still trash. LeBron at that time was considered the best player in the world. But now people are trying to, bro, what are we talking about right now? He's top, bro. He's better than Kevin Durant. I'm not having these convos with you no more. I'm not, Dub, I'm sorry. I'm not having these convos with people like you no more. He's better than KD. He's better than Joel Embiid. How many times does he have to beat Joel Embiid in the playoffs?
Could be better. He could be better. Stop.
Bro,
Real talk.
He's better than.
You're tripping.
What?
You're tripping.
How am I tripping?
You're tripping.
How many years does he have to beat Joel Embiid before we give him that nod? If you want to
say better than Joel Embiid, I'm fine with that. But now you're reaching with Kevin Durant, and it's the AD shit and the Jimmy Butler shit all over again that you're doing, that you got mad at me for. You're doing it right now with KD. KD's still better than Jayson Tatum. Is it closer than before? Yes. KD's still better than Jayson Tatum. Come on now.
Let me hit you with the low argument. If they're not scoring, who's doing more things at an elite level at this point?
KD plays good. He plays great defense. The passing.
Not Tatum.
Whoa, great.
Not Tatum.
Man, he was playing good defense in that Nuggets series. I don't know what y'all.
Tatum has been playing like one of the top. Bro,
Tatum's been playing some defense.
The thing that y'all wanted KD to do, he was doing. He was passing. He was playing defense. He was rebounding.
Tatum's been playmaking and rebounding the ball at an elite level.
Okay, so the bar is not far off. They're all the same. What are we talking about?
So why is KD better?
Kevin Durant is 35 years old, coming off an Achilles. That's what I'm saying.
I know he is. That's part of the reason why Tatum is better.
Correct.
No, not at all. If KD was on the Boston Celtics, I guarantee you it probably don't even go to 7.
But he's not on the Boston Celtics.
Here we go.
JT's not, and two said your mic is a little bit wild right now. Just want to let you know, but like JT on the Suns, he's not going to do a better job on the Suns than KD did. Not at all.
Bro, when we see Jayson Tatum in these non-advantageous, bro, people forget how great JT is when
JT's inconsistent, and he's inconsistent with a better supporting cast. The people around him is better, and he still shows glaring inconsistencies, which is
scoring inconsistencies.
Scoring, sure, because I do think he makes up for it in the other end. But bam, you can't discount that. It's bad. It gets real bad for JT.
What has KD been, bro? KD has been very bad offensively in the last 2 postseasons. Yes.
Not 7 points bad. Not 7 points bad.
Yes.
Like the scoring outputs that Jayson Tatum
7 points was in the game where he was in foul trouble. He played 19 minutes and he didn't play the fourth because they were up 30. That's very bad context.
Okay, well, what about last season then? What about last season when Jayson Tatum had a few duds in the playoffs to where he wasn't scoring that sufficiently? Like KD drops off.
He played more games, so he had more opportunities for more duds because KD was out of there in 4 games.
But then that's more opportunity to have. That's more opportunity to have good games too.
KD should have took his opportunity when he was against Jayson Tatum to have some good games.
Nah, that defense was JT wasn't facing that type of defensive.
Yeah, he wasn't facing that.
And you know that. And you look at me, real talk.
I agree. I think KD is better than Jayson Tatum. I just don't like the way you guys are arguing. Like, I don't like the way you're arguing though, that KD is better than him.
I mean, it's simple, bro. What do you mean? What don't
your argument was if Jayson Tatum was on the Suns or if KD was on the Celtics, we wouldn't be saying this. I'm sorry, if the first reason for your argument is based on a hypothetical.
It's not even based on that. Like I said before, we talking about he talked about Kevin Durant and doing other things. Kevin Durant did show the ability to rebound. He did show the ability to play defense. Him as a scorer, we know what he brings as a scorer. JT, on top of being on the better supporting cast, is still showing glaring inconsistencies. While Kevin Durant facing
no layers, no layers. No, I'm responding to somebody. No layers. They were not down 30 because you have to listen to comprehend and not listen to respond. The game in which Jayson Tatum had 7 points, the game that he tried to bring up, Boston was up 30.
Right.
He played 19 minutes because he was in foul trouble that whole game.
Absolutely. And
so he didn't even have to play the fourth because they were up 30 points.
He was in foul trouble because they were up 30 points.
No, that's not what I just said, sir. I said he didn't
that's
score more than 7 points. He didn't get to score more than 7 points because he didn't play majority of the second half due to foul trouble. And then they were also up 30. There was no reason for him to go back in the game.
Real talk. So to dial back to what I was saying about KD. So KD facing more defensive attention against the Boston Celtics, against the Phoenix Suns as well, and him being able to navigate and be inconsistent in that aspect is still a tougher road than what JT has gone through. JT's never been in a scenario like that. So how am I going to expect JT to be better than Kevin Durant, where one, KD's a better scorer, JT could be the better defender?
What do you mean he's never been in a scenario? What you mean?
To have that much attention on him, like Kevin
Are you
Durant,
saying like
for the last 2 years?
On his deep playoff runs?
Yes.
Or are you just saying period? Because that series where he played the Nets, when it was him, Evan Fournier, Tristan Thompson, and bums against KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, they were supposed to get swept. He got them one because he dropped 50. And trust me, he was getting all of that defensive attention.
Okay, and then the next series, what happened? What did Kevin Durant do in that next series when his guys went out?
Yeah, he said, y'all been holding on to that Milwaukee series for some time now. What's your hold on to? It's time to update the resume. It really is.
Well, if the man hasn't had stable pieces around him, y'all want this man to play amazing when he only played 8 games with the Phoenix Suns.
But don't tell me he clears JT, because when he has lesser talent around him, and then you go to that one series because he performed well, but then when he doesn't perform because of the lesser talent, it's all of these excuses because he has lesser talent.
Thank you for making the point I raised my hand to make. Thank you.
Real talk. I said it's close, but Kevin Durant is just a better player than Jayson Tatum right now. Is it far off? No. But he just
Can somebody tell me what Kevin Durant is doing on a basketball court better than Jayson Tatum?
His gravity, his scoring, his passing and playmaking.
He's Steph Curry now.
Wait, you think he's a better playmaker than Jayson Tatum?
No,
better playmaker?
No. By a little bit, not too much.
Okay.
The defense, like these are guys where they're probably mirrors of each other. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just KD has a slight edge on him.
So Jayson Tatum's better than Jimmy
because
Butler.
of his scoring. Jayson Tatum and Jimmy's on the same tier.
So I got Jayson Tatum, Jimmy Butler, and KD are on the same tier.
No, KD's in that above.
You just said it was close.
I said it's close, but I do think KD's
close, but in different tiers.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Was that the list of what he does better? Did I miss it?
Scoring, gravity, playmake, and yes, that's it. Right?
And the defense is one. JT's a better defender.
No, it's
wait.
JT's
a better
I'm telling
defender.
you, it's not close.
JT's a better defender, but Kevin Durant is still a good defender. So what we doing?
Okay.
Right.
Drew Holiday's a better defender than Patrick Beverley, but Patrick Beverley's still a good defender. Like, so
yeah,
that doesn't mean anything. We know who's better. Like, who cares that? The other guy's still good. Steph Curry's a better shooter than Luke Kennard. Well, Luke Kennard's a good shooter. So, like, you're just saying that for the sake of saying it to defend KD. Like,
KD's
that's
better.
the only reason you're saying
KD's better.
That's fine. But the only reason you say, well, KD's still a good defender.
KD's a good. So
Mars, you said you have KD over. What are your reasons why KD is better than JT right now?
For me, the reason why first of all, like, I don't change my opinion very fluidly like this, but the reason why I favor KD is I still think he's a better scorer. I think even in this postseason, I think he's shown to be a more consistent scorer at every single level than Jayson Tatum has. I think the value he provides without the basketball exceeds what Jayson Tatum does bring at this point. I think the fact that he has extra layers in his post game and mid range game that Jayson Tatum hasn't unlocked fully is another area in which I think I'll favor Kevin Durant. I think as a rim protector, I do think Kevin Durant is probably bringing you more value in that regard, even though Jayson Tatum is the far superior defender and rebounder. But overall, I think it just comes to the fact that I think KD's offensive game, not only is it so malleable in the way that it can fit amongst other pieces, but I think his scoring still is just a more consistent entity than Jayson Tatum, so I'll favor him. But I think Jayson Tatum's still like a top 10 player and KD's like top 7, so they're like one tier apart. But I'll take KD.
I still haven't loved JT's shot diet as far as this season specifically. He's turned into a lot of threes and layups, which I've
He's in his
spoken
James
on
Harden
this.
bag.
Yeah, he's in his James Harden bag for real, and I've spoken on this all year. If you look at the 50 he got against the Nets just like 2 years ago, and in the 51 he just scored, two completely different 50 balls. Pause. I don't know if that was.
No.
Yeah, I'm cool. So yeah. He used to utilize his mid-range game a lot more than what he does now. And then people were saying like, oh, it's inefficient. He should maybe not take so many of those shots. To me, the answer wasn't to cut out the mid-range. It was just simply to get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, it's not terrible. I think in this playoff run, shooting like 55% from mid-range, it's on very low volume. But he's shooting a good percentage on those shots. He just doesn't shoot them enough, in my opinion, which is something my fellow Tatum fan Chill says a lot, that he needs to work on that in between game a lot more. But as far as Dub, I'll give you a little Lakers agenda though, since
No, I just want you to cut the cap about JT versus KD. The only reason you're saying this is because he's on the Celtics, bro. I swear to God.
Dub,
I've been saying everything.
I'm a Laker fan.
No, he's saying that because Jayson Tatum's on a better team, it makes him look better than he is. That's what
I'm like, what this?
That's what I'm saying.
I've been saying this about JT all year. Actually, there's not.
Yeah,
even
he has been pushing his Jayson Tatum.
Been pushing Jayson Tatum.
Oh, I know, and I hate it.
Year.
And I hate it because you're smart enough to know what's happening, and the fact that you're ignoring it because of Jayson Tatum, I don't get it because you're a Lakers fan. Like damn
first
well.
off, this is part of the agenda to getting JT on the Lakers. It's another topic.
Hey, two set, and Rob, y'all get to talk?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying about KD. I think KD is just better than Jayson Tatum offensively. Just the way he can pick his shots, the way he sets himself up to be efficient. Like, not only does KD, he just a naturally better scorer than Jayson Tatum. It's his decision making on offense when he takes those shots and how he takes those shots, which makes him efficient. You understand what I'm saying? Jayson Tatum still needs to work on that. Now, do I agree that Jayson Tatum offers probably more on the defensive end on the perimeter, and because he's younger, he's quicker. If you look at old KD highlights, KD used to be a lot more quicker, a lot more athletic. But since he's older now, he's more calculated in the way that he plays, more than just relying on his athleticism. People just look at, oh, he's 7 foot, he can shoot the lights out. But no, he was actually very athletic. He was very fast and all that. That just slowed down because of his injuries. But I do kind of agree with Dub with the fact that maybe if Jayson Tatum was on the Celtics, like say if Jayson Tatum was on the Phoenix Suns, like do you think they would have put a better fight against the Nuggets? I don't think so. Even with the other things that Jayson Tatum offers, I still don't think that if Jayson Tatum was on the Phoenix Suns, they would put up a better fight than what KD was doing, even though they offer different things. I just think at this point in time, what KD does and what he offers is more valuable and more valuable to different teams, just like Mark said.
Jayson Tatum would have won them at least a game in that series.
I mean, yeah, a game, but it went to 6.
I don't think KD won the Suns a game in that. I think it was D-Book. The 2 games they won, D-Book was shooting 80% from the field.
I mean, absolutely. But
I feel
like if KD doesn't put up numbers he does, also they would still lose. Just like when Devin Book put up those numbers in one of those games and they still lost. I don't think you should put all that credit on D-Book. That wouldn't make any sense.
Also, Tatum puts a lot more pressure on the rim than KD does, and that is exactly what you would need against the Denver Nuggets. And I can't wait until LeBron and AD are exposing this bozo, this fraud that Lowe has been boosting this entire year.
I don't think Jokic is a fraud. I mean, if you go back to the series in 2020, wasn't if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Dwight Howard and what's the other guy that was playing? It wasn't JaVale McGee?
Yeah, JaVale McGee.
Yeah, it wasn't Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee the primary defenders on Jokic?
Yep.
In that series?
Yep. I spoke about that an hour ago. Yep.
So okay. So what makes you think that AD is going to stop that? I just want to know. I just want to know your opinion. Why? How do you think AD is going to stop that?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't really see anybody stopping Jokic on our team offensively. That's not the point. Is that yeah, we're just gonna beat the Nuggets, and so I'll be able to get a lot of stuff. I'll be able to get a lot of stuff off once we beat them. Yeah. That's it.
I mean, the only way I
don't
can
hate
see,
on his
the only way I
offensive
can see the
game,
Lakers
bro.
beating the Nuggets is if they probably expose like the rim pressure that they can offer, that the Nuggets probably can offer on defense. If they expose that and have LeBron and AD just eating the paint, maybe. But I think it will really come down to how the guard play for the Lakers goes against like Jamal Murray and worrying about MPJ and Aaron Gordon. I think it all depends on how those role players play. And I think that probably will affect the series more because y'all not stopping Jokic. I'm sorry. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Jokic is still
I think this is also the series we get Tristan Thompson minutes, which I'm not looking forward to. But
Tristan Thompson going to get cooked, boy. I don't even know why y'all
didn't
throw him there. He's going to get cooked, bro. Jokic is going to eat him for lunch. That's going to be embarrassing.
Damn, you guys are Tristan Thompson haters. That's crazy.
Oh, no, I ain't a hater, bro. I'm just looking at the way
Tristan Thompson.
Hey, Tristan Thompson's the only person who's beat the Golden State Warriors, Steph, Clay, and Dre when they're fully healthy. He's done it in 2016 and now he did it in 2023. So
hey, I can't argue facts.
Exactly. So Tristan Thompson's shown that he can destroy core threes, and I think he can do that with Denver.
And Patrick McCaw is one of the few guys that own three-peat, man. Like
facts.
Only
on two
got
different
to on two different teams, man.
That just shows
I'm not hearing that
right there.
I'm not hearing that.
Yeah,
I do want to get back to the title of the video though. The press conference with Joel Embiid, it's just been nasty narrative bending and nasty context bending with the press conference that he had. And it's really just ridiculous at this point. When Joel Embiid, because he said the words, not 2-on-5, it's not just me and James Harden, people acting as if he's deflecting blame, as if, you know, his teammates was the reason they didn't win the postseason series. And it's just ridiculous. One, Joel Embiid wasn't even talking about the series in general. Literally in the beginning of the press conference, he held himself accountable. He held James accountable. He said, put that blame on him, put it mainly on him, and we'll go from there. He got asked a question from a reporter about James Harden, what he's going to do next season and what role is he going to have in that. And Joel Embiid was really just talking about next season and how we shouldn't just be talking about me and James. It's all of us. It's all five on us. It's not 2-on-5. It's not just me and Joel. It's not just me and James. We got other guys that we got to include. And that's really all that happened. So everybody out there that thinking that he's deflecting blame on his teammates, it's not at all what's going on. Not at all.
Yeah. I just think Joel's main problem is that he can't stay healthy. I just feel like his body just not sustained long enough to make that deep postseason run. I know his knee was bothering him. Not trying to make excuses for him because you're on the court, but that still does play a factor. And so especially how he plays, especially like he pivots a lot off that leg. He uses that a lot for his pivot when he makes his fadeaway jump shots. When he does spin moves to the basket, he does use that leg a lot. So that probably affected his confidence when it came to attacking, and probably why he was so inefficient. His touch wasn't really there. Especially in that game 7. So I just feel like, I don't know, he needs to do something different with his body. I feel like he's on the AD train. I feel like how AD was in New Orleans, always getting injured, never can sustain a post run long enough in order to be equipped. And when he was healthy, he just ended up running to the Golden State Warriors. I just feel like he's on that path. So I just feel like he just needs to do something better with his body, or the process. The process is pretty much over, but I just feel like if he wants to cement himself and make it to the finals and cement himself as one of the greatest big men of all time, he's going to have to do something with his body and be sustainable and be able to adapt his game when he's injured if you can't deal with it.
The only problem I had with the interview was when he said about the Giannis quote. That was a little corny to me, but the rest of the interview was good, though.
That was funny. No,
I liked it. I thought it was funny,
man. It's not fair.
Is Giannis your king? Is that why? Is Giannis your king?
No.
I'm
just saying.
Yeah, Giannis is his king. Don't worry, Giannis is his king.
Gotta be.
Dub, where do you rank? I never knew. Like, where do you rank Embiid? Like,
I would love to put him in the top 5, but I can't really because the man keeps getting hurt in the postseason. This is back-to-back years now where he's dropping dramatically and only giving me 23 a game. So I can't really put him in the top 5 right now. I think AD will probably have a better. He will be under AD. Wherever AD is, he's right under him.
Facts.
for sure.
I remember when I was pushing AD propaganda during this season. I remember that.
But it
Not
wasn't the
everyone was-
time though, Mark. It wasn't the time. You had to wait for Embiid to drop first. You gotta wait for Embiid to drop.
No, I wasn't saying him over Embiid. I was just saying he was like he had an argument for top 5. I wasn't saying who he was over, but I remember people were acting. I remember I got told I was crazy for saying Anthony Davis was better than Karl Anthony Towns. Like he's come a long way. So shout out to Anthony Davis, man. Very good basketball player.
Yeah.
But Dub, you're capable for
Anthony
Embiid heavy right now.
Towns.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting watching it. Like it's kind of
Because you're defending a loser. Like that's what you're doing. You're defending a
A
loser.
choker, too.
Emmanuel, what the fuck do you have to say? Because I know Mars is trolling right now.
bro. Like I'm just like we blame Ben Simmons a lot, and like he doesn't really get a lot of credit for like locking up Trae Young in that series. Like Embiid had like 8 turnovers in Game 6 and Game 7. Like for a big, that's unacceptable, bro. And like we don't talk about his chokes at all. We just talk about Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Now this is the only year where we truly like flamed him for his chokes. This is the only year for us.
It's not just about Ben Simmons though. Everyone knows that the motherfucker keeps getting hurt, so we can't really have a opinion on the man who's playing through injury. So that's
At what point do we start
That's who he
saying
is then.
like
That's who
we
he is.
we did the same thing for Chris Paul? Like now you getting hurt, like that's just
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
it don't
holds you
matter
back.
at that
Yeah,
point.
dock him.
Yeah.
And that's why I said you crucify him, you criticize him, you hold him back from these rankings because of that. I just don't like how people trying to get on his play when the dude is hurt, bro.
I just
It's
like
about
his
time
decision
people do
making.
that, bro. Like,
I mean, if he's
I'm a
always
little
hurt, I mean,
lost.
I have to judge you based on what you look like on the court, whether or not you're
Yeah.
hurt or not. I mean, like, that's not my fault. You're always
I
hurt.
feel like taking fadeaways and trying to spin off your injured leg is probably not the proper way to try to get points. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're that tall and you weigh that much. Like, you see how Jokic gets his points, right? Like, Jokic doesn't have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? He does a little jump hook. Joel can do that. So I don't understand why he doesn't choose, hey, Marcus Smart is on me on this switch. Before they come and try to double me, and you know what I'm saying? Just like I think Lo was saying on the episode, I think yesterday or a couple of days ago, to where Joel doesn't have the reps to pass out of those posts because Doc doesn't put him in the situations. I feel like before he gets put in situations, hey, you can make him move to the basket, because I feel like a lot of his moves, he tries to foul bait just a little bit, just from how he does his moves.
A little bit.
Yeah, just from how he does his moves, because here's my problem with Joel Embiid when he makes a decision on offense, right? He's skilled enough to make those shots, but it's like he just does it and he gives up in the middle of the shot to try to get the foul and tries to look at the ref and try to bait it instead of just going through the contact and making the shot like he can. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, he's settling for these fadeaways on your injured leg, so you're not getting the same lift, you're not getting the same touch. So what you need to do is you need to go into the paint and you need to do some jump hooks or something, because you're tall enough, you're big enough. You know what I'm saying? You need to stop getting the ball on the wing or the top of the key and get the ball near the foul line, so that way he can get some time to back, because they're going to get Marcus Smart. Philly's going to get Marcus Smart him on the switch, but the problem is they come and they crowd him. You know what I'm saying? Along with Marcus Smart, because he can't pass out like Jokic can. You know what I'm saying? So he settles for these bullshit offensive fouls. I mean, well, not offensive fouls, defensive fouls. He settles for these fouls that the defense puts on him. He gives him the play instead of trying to get in the easy, more efficient buckets, which I just don't understand about Joel when it comes to decision making, even like when he's injured. So I feel like,
you know what's funny about this past series though with Boston is that I'll rewatch some of these games, and like as soon as Robert Williams wasn't in the game, Joel Embiid would attack the basket.
Yeah, I was
started.
gonna say, yeah.
When he started Robert Williams, that just and Doc Rivers just was rolling with PJ Tucker, you know, because
Yeah,
he was
man,
out
that
there
was
doing
sick.
a lot.
Yeah, that was sick, bro.
And so Robert Williams is just standing there in the paint. And so now we just see Embiid just settling for these mid-ranges, and people are like, oh, Joel, just go attack the basket.
He was
And
scared.
he's like, bruh, it's Robert Williams down there waiting for me. I don't know. If they put out a spacer, maybe, you know, that this narrative kind of changes about Embiid and how he was playing against.
Yeah, you said exactly what I wanted to say. This Embiid needs to get to the rim. Like
Damn,
the reason
I keep
why
stealing Mars takes. I must know ball. Golly.
I mean, yeah, you do know ball, but the reason why he wasn't getting to the rim is because Robert Williams was just roaming off PJ Tucker. That's why PJ Tucker had like 11 points or something in Game 7. They were just leaving him wide open. Like PJ Tucker was going to be the one to beat us, and Doc Rivers didn't think, you know what? Instead of running Joel Embiid, James Harden pick and roll, why don't I bring PJ Tucker up, who's Robert Williams man, and bring Robert Williams out the paint? Why not do that? But Doc Rivers, that doesn't even cross his mind. No, James Harden, Joel Embiid pick and roll. We're gonna run that, even though Robert Williams is there in the driving gap every single time. It doesn't matter. Like, we're just going to ignore that and we're gonna play through it. No, bring Robert Williams out of the lane, bring PJ Tucker up, and make it so that Robert Williams has to play on the perimeter and get Joel Embiid space at the rim. But no, he never thought of that. But shout out to Doc Rivers.
I feel like Harden passed up a lot of layups too in that Game 7. Or like at least
he did. I think they were playing onto that. I think Boston were aware that James Harden doesn't like finishing if there's anyone around him. If someone's around him, he's going to opt for a kick out pass. And James Harden didn't think, because Al Horford was like, when he was playing his drop, he wasn't even like containing James Harden. He would let James Harden get downhill, and then Robert Williams would meet him over there. Because he was like, I'm going to stay tight to Embiid. Embiid's not getting this little pass at the nail. Like, I'm not giving up that pass by any means. And James Harden didn't think, if I attack Robert Williams here and actually force him to make a play, I might have a better chance of drawing a foul, finishing the rim, just making sure Robert Williams is out the play. But no, just kick out every single time because James Harden can't finish with contact and finish against length. But shout out to Doc Rivers, man. Great adjustments there. Didn't think to change one thing.
I just thought this was on. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Jamal Murray's not playing tonight.
The draft lottery is today, right?
Huh?
What do you guys think the best
someone commented
for
it. I'm gonna check, but someone commented it.
Go ahead, Rob.
The draft lottery is tonight. What do you guys think Victor the best landing spot from?
We need it. Go Magic.
Houston.
Yeah,
for sure. H-Town.
Baby. Only because he made Jokic took over, bro.
Ime who stroked is going to steal his girl.
Ime who stroked is crazy.
All right. We can chill out. But yes, Houston is the best spot. I don't see anything for Jamal Murray not playing tonight, so I think I got baited.
Yeah, Jamal. Yeah, I didn't see it either.
That
would have been a Woj bomb.
I hope not. I took Jokic under on points, man. I hope he does.
Emmanuel, I need to ask you something. What you think about the press conference? You said, "Oh yeah, you sad for caping for Embiid."
Yeah, facts.
Like
what's so? What about the press conference? What you talking? What
so you saying there's extra context? Like he wasn't like kind of like taking himself off of any blame? Like you said, there's extra context.
Did you watch the press conference?
Yeah, did you watch it?
Nah, I kind of.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Not dealing with that. Not dealing. No,
so he read a clip. He read a clip of what he actually.
He read the clips.
I find it funny. Yeah, I find it funny that when a superstar wins, they're not meant to put all the credit on themselves. They're meant to be like, oh, it was a team effort. The team did good. Like we really rallied and got it done. But then when the superstar loses, God forbid he mentions his teammates. Oh, you lose by yourself, but you win as a team. Like that's dumb. Like if he's gonna credit his teammates when they win, you gotta say, well, it's not entirely on me we lost. Like he said, I gotta get better, I gotta improve, put the blame on me, but at the same time, we don't win on our own. It's a 5-on-5 game. Our whole team does need to get better as well. Like it doesn't make sense that you're gonna say when you win, oh, credit the teammates, don't give yourself all the credit. But then when you lose, take all the blame. Like that's dumb. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
That's part of that Supermax contract, bro. It's just
so I get more money, so therefore I must just blame myself.
But Mars, they weren't even talking about the series. Like they were not talking about the series.
They were asking about James Harden coming back.
Yes, and
that's why he spoke about him and James.
Then they asked about what the team can do for next season. So he was talking about in terms of them winning. It's not just him that needs to get better, or Harden and him being there. It's the whole team.
That's not fun though, man. Knowing the content, it's not fun at all, man.
You know what? You're done. You call me sad. My bad, bro. I don't do this a lot, but you don't ever call me sad and you ain't watch the video, man.
Damn. Dictator Dub is back.
I don't like that shit, man. That shit get me mad. I'll get mad, man. But let's read some super chats, bro. Is Larry Bird calling MJ Black Jesus Hall of Fame glazing?
It's weird
because he gave him 63.
Jesus was brown anyway, so saying Black Jesus, you might as well just say Jesus. But it's well.
Exactly. Hey, you talking, Mars? Talk.
Yeah, that's facts. That's fact. I thought you were an atheist.
No, I don't. I'm not religious. I
YouTube
I don't care,
now.
but just based on common sense of where Jesus was located, he wasn't white. Like
Exactly.
if he was real, he just
Hey,
wasn't white.
shit.
Based on
How about
common
this?
sense.
Think about the Hebrews, right? If Joseph was white, why didn't his brothers recognize him when they came back to Egypt? The Egyptians was black, right? Because remember when they're during the famine and his brothers.
I mean, yeah, he would stick out. Like
exactly. So if Joseph was white and he was in Egypt and his brothers came and his father came to get food from the famine and they didn't recognize him, that means he looked like the Egyptians, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. PC Bible.
W Theologic.
Okay.
PC Bible study is coming. I promise you.
PC theology. PC theology.
Okay.
PC Theology.
Just saying.
It's what they call it, whitewashing. That's what happened. Like
whitewashing history or whatever.
Whitewashing history. That's true. Anyone who really believed, like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into this, but I agree with you guys 100%. Brian Holiday, what is the best to build around? Defensive one, offensive two.
Defensive number one, offensive number two. So like a player who's the best defender but not the best offensive player, like a KG, Giannis, Duncan, Bill Russell, Anthony Davis. A two-way wing like MJ, LeBron, Kobe, Wade, Larry Bird. Larry Bird being there's a bit weird.
Bird in there is crazy.
Or offensive specialists like Magic, Nash, Dirk, Jokic, and Curry. To me, I'd probably favor the
two-way wing for me.
The two-way wing or the defense one, offensive two. Just depends on the era. I think for the modern game, I think the two-way wing is probably the best way to go. Historically, I think the defensive one, offensive number two is probably the best way to go. And the offensive specialist is very situational. Just very situational.
I think it's a two-way wing. That's why Bron, Kobe, and MJ are my top three locked in, and then it's everybody else. I think they just provide. I think even historically speaking, you can build so many more lineups around them. We saw Kobe win with a big, and then his next run was with two bigs. We saw LeBron be able to run, and MJ run with more like versatile defensive teams with no bigs. We saw MJ dominate the era that was supposed to be the greatest era of big men, but a two-way wing ran the era. So I just think they just provide, more versatility for your team to be a championship caliber team than any other subsection of player. That's why they're definitely my top three.
I think we can all agree offensive specialist is last, right?
Yeah, that's way too situational in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
for
offensive
Magic Johnson agenda.
Magic's on there. Go ahead, push your
Magic and Curry. We talk about this impact to winning. If we all know on average, offensive specialist is probably the worst to build around. Why do we glaze these guys? And people trying to say Steph Curry's peak is top 5.
Because I said top 5. But because you said on average, in which we agree, but Magic and Steph are such anomalies offensively that their impact can still transcend what a two-way wing brings. Like I think they both beat out Dwayne Wade, even though Dwayne Wade is a two-way wing.
Steph and Curry winning wasn't just the offense; they weren't winning off the back of their offense.
I agree, but it said what would you rather build around? I think what you build around with Steph Curry as an offensive specialist, yes, you built a defense around him. But I think when you build around guys like Steph and Magic, because they're so transcendent offensively, you can go more defense leaning with your roster construction because what they bring on offense will just
and their guards, which is
they'll
important.
Give you a high-powered offense. Jokic is a different situation because he's a big.
When you have a guy like Kobe Bryant, you have more freedom to not just commit onto defense. You can also commit onto offense.
I agree. I think you get more flexibility with a two-way wing.
So it's easier to build around
a two-way wing. No one argued. Yep. Wait,
therefore,
what point are you making?
That it's easier to build around Kobe.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You said that.
In my opinion, bro, whoever's easier to build around the majority of the time is the better player. In my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Stephen Curry.
That's right. Okay.
Stephen Curry, in my opinion, and Magic and them boys. It's just you have to get so many things to build around those guys in order to be successful. So in my head, yeah, they were in a perfect scenario for them, but that's not going to be happening on average. And on average, Stephen Curry and building a championship around him would be extremely difficult, 100%.
So I guess the next anomaly that went for the NBA, the next anomaly went for the NBA is an offensive specialist who can also play defense.
If that existed,
KD. Am I lying? Am I lying?
What was said? What was all I heard was KD. What was said before?
An offensive specialist who's also elite on defense, Kevin Durant.
Elite on defense?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and LeBron James.
LeBron James elite on defense. Are we sure?
Yeah,
Miami Heat, LeBron.
So only for a little stretch.
Well, even the latter years of first Cleveland, LeBron.
No.
So what? Okay, let's do this. What category? What category does second
year voting in 08-09? I'm pretty sure.
Good for him. What category does second stint Cleveland LeBron? So does second stint Cleveland LeBron go in the offensive specialist category?
I mean, he's still providing defensive value though.
He just don't turn the defense on.
I think, like the later on we got in LeBron's career, it was more so like he turns that on in the playoffs more so than he does like show it in the regular season. But like even this year at 38, he's been providing a lot of defensive value.
Yeah, he's providing okay defensive value.
Okay, no, he's good.
He's been okay.
Yeah, I know.
He's been okay.
He's been okay. He's provided solid help at the rim. On the perimeter, he's still egregious. He doesn't get around screens. Golden State's motion was killing him. Andrew Wiggins was abusing him before he broke his ribs. But yeah, he's been okay against
Andrew
Memphis.
Wiggins was getting buckets.
They had no spacing on Memphis. It was easy, so he was just closer to the rim. Against Golden State, when they actually made him play more and cover more grounds, he was okay. Like he provided good help defense on the rim, and he obviously he recognized players, but for the most part, he wasn't great defensively. And by the way, have you guys seen the clip of like people are gassing up LeBron because he read that play from 5 years ago against the Warriors, and he broke up the play where Draymond Green got the turnover at the end of the game?
Where Draymond goes baseline and then they do the
meat riding on that is ridiculous. It's a basic hammer play that every team in the NBA has ran at some point during the season. It's a basic hammer play, and they're acting like you remembered it from 5 years ago. Every team runs a hammer play at least once a game. I promise you they do. But they want to act like LeBron James just remembered something from 5 years ago. No, he did not. He just saw a basic offensive principle and he read it and switched it. That's all that happened. But they want to act like LeBron James just has some transcendent memory. And he was like, oh yeah, I recognize this play because only Golden State do this. No, they don't. Every team in the NBA runs hammer plays and they want to act like LeBron James is just some genius. That triggered me so much. Got like
hey, Dot, shut your fucking mouth because you don't even know what a hammer play is, motherfucker.
Terrible. That was, that irked me.
My bad.
Me. But anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to.
LeBron fans, man. They act like he's best thing since sliced bread. I saw a clip on TikTok. I saw a clip on TikTok, bro, from y'all, and Jalen was like, "LeBron is the reason why PC exists." I'm like, bro,
hold up.
This guy,
LeBron, that's the reason why sports debate show it is what it is.
No.
The totality of his career, what he did. No, I mean, in that topic though, I think it's more complicated in the sense that I think when he came into the league, he wasn't shy about the media. Getting that chosen one tattoo, kind of embracing it. A lot of times these star athletes, sometimes they're a little more like, oh, everyone in the past is great. It's that a little more humble with it or a little more politically correct. Well, I think LeBron was him being kind of very forward with the media in his chase to be the GOAT, whatever the case may be, enhanced the GOAT debate and enhanced sports media debate with him. I just think LeBron as an individual, his characteristics lended himself to be a part of these conversations and make it so passionate. Because again, when I debate baseball, when I debate hockey with friends, when I debate all these other sports, it's not the same like vitriol, passion,
because they don't care about baseball debates.
But people.
Jalen, have you been to a barbershop before?
Yeah, I'm saying basketball. I'm saying basketball debates are different. But
they've been doing that since before.
I'm just saying it's a different level. It's a different level of passion.
It's just on a camera now.
Even when we're debating Magic Bird, it ain't the same.
Man, the Kobe debate.
But imagine the people debating Magic Bird 40 years ago when they were actually playing in their prime.
You know what?
Shut your bitch ass up.
In the 80s, we weren't there. I'm just saying for now, what I see, there's a different level of passion, vitriol, hate, whatever the case is.
Go to a barbershop and spark up an Allen Iverson, James Harden debate and see what happens.
Especially boy, them AI debates have the hood.
Yeah, those Allen Iverson debates get personal real quick.
You said you in New York, right?
Oh no, I'm actually in North Carolina, but I'm from Newport News, Virginia, where Allen Iverson's actually from. Philly wants to claim Allen Iverson, but Allen Iverson is from Virginia. 2 up, 2 down, my boy.
Yeah, so go there and
talk about the
go there and go spark up a James Harden, Allen Iverson.
They're gonna be like,
but the Allen Iverson
James Harden ain't got no nuts. He ain't got
heart,
no
passion.
W chat, bro. W chat. Imagine Magic versus Bird with social media.
Exactly,
bro. It would be insane, bro.
Exactly.
I also think what LeBron does again, like off the court, the time to take political stands, whether you agree with them or not, that engages more conversation. Where a guy like Michael Jordan, Kobe, they lend themselves. They didn't get themselves involved.
Because then we got to talk about Kareem and Bill Russell.
That's Kareem and Bill Russell with the whole civil rights movement. Yes, that's the 100%. But we got Fox News here have a whole segment given to LeBron James about an athlete.
But they hated Kareem for his stance with Islam.
100%. No, 100%. Kareem and Bill for sure. The whole civil rights movement.
I don't think they was putting LeBron's life in danger over his.
No, of course it's different. There's different levels of
Kareem definitely had to move differently in certain states. Nobody definitely had to move.
Yeah, LeBron got told to shut up and dribble. Bill Russell had people defecating in his.
Yeah, they definitely had to move differently.
Nobody who's passionate about basketball, bro. Nobody who's really passionate about basketball is gonna look at, Fox News just made me feel a different type of way with LeBron James. I promise you, they're not. They don't bring that up because they still shit on it. They still what? People hate LeBron James
for political stances. People hate him for his political stances. 100%.
No,
those are casuals.
They don't watch basketball though.
No,
I promise you, they don't watch
basketball though. Trump supporters.
They do not watch basketball.
They're people too. They're people too.
No,
they don't be watching ball like that. The people who be watching basketball.
I'm gonna say Trump supporters don't watch basketball.
They hate.
You think the people at the barbershop watch? You think the people at the barbershop watch Fox News, bro?
The people depends on the barbershop you go to, bro. Depends on the barbershop you go to.
LeBron fans take the conversation. We're talking about Trump right now. Trump supporters.
Anything to boost LeBron's legacy, man. Anything to boost LeBron's legacy.
Basketball fans don't bring up what happened with Fox News ever. They hate LeBron James because he switches up and leaves his teammates.
Hold on. Again, sometimes we might not travel in basketball circles that have a lot of Fox News viewers in it, but don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people who engage in Fox News, a lot of right-wing stuff that do watch basketball.
We have a very large basketball circle.
Fox News and
the demographic here is also what we're all predominantly 35 and under. We're also a lot of us are 30 and under. Now you go have concerts, a lot of people 40, 50 and over. A lot more Fox News viewers. The demographic here is definitely 35 and under.
You know the real reason why people don't like LeBron James, people who actually watch basketball, only because the people who talk about basketball exaggerate and lie about his game a lot.
Oh no, sir. People hate LeBron James because he's better than Michael Jordan. Like
Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
You're gonna hate. But check it out, hold up. You know why Kobe was still loved? Because everyone knew Kobe was great, but he was never better than Michael Jordan. He was always
no.
It was okay.
Kobe was loved because Kobe had nothing to do with Jordan. Why do y'all do that?
I'm just saying.
Everything is not revolved around a Jordan or Kobe. People like Kobe because he was Kobe. People like LeBron because he wasn't MJ because he's MJ. Like,
wait, Jalen, time out. Let me give you a real reason why. First of all, I think MJ is the greatest player of all time, and I'm gonna tell you why. Compared to LeBron James, and it's not for none of them stupid ass reasons that most MJ fans be bringing up. No. Let me tell you why. LeBron was only elite defensively for 4 years out of his career. Look at the numbers. Look at the gameplay. He's only defensively. Jordan was never off defensively, even in his worst years, even with the Wizards. He still tried on defense. And not only that, Michael Jordan is the only guard in history who had 200 steals and 300 blocks, and he did it back-to-back seasons. Not only that, during LeBron James' career, from outside of outside of 3 feet, from 0 to 3 feet, LeBron is amazing. Outside of 3 feet, he's never shot higher than 40% for his career. When Michael Jordan was a wizard, outside of 3 feet, he shot 42%, which is way higher than LeBron shot ever in his career. And that's Michael Jordan as a wizard. They ain't start keeping them stats till 2000. So imagine what Jordan was shooting before that. In his prime.
So wait, Jordan had a better mid-range game?
I'm still cooking. Not only that,
it's not cooking.
LeBron James is the greatest scorer of all time. Man, bump that. Michael Jordan has
fact check what you just said. That might have been a lie.
He has the highest points per game of all time.
Okay, that's great. That's
in
great.
the
But no, hold
regular
on.
season and the
Michael Jordan's a better
playoffs.
scorer. Sure,
Both
Michael
of
Jordan could be a better scorer, but LeBron James is the
Hey,
greatest scorer.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
LeBron James has the most points.
I'm not done cooking you.
Is John
Even when
Stockton the
people
greatest
say,
passer?
Michael Jordan
No,
wasn't
he's the
actually
greatest
doing
assist
things
getter,
for
but he's not the best
Michael
passer.
Jordan
He's the
wasn't
greatest
asked to
assist
do the
getter.
things
That's what
LeBron
it is.
But
James
is he
doesn't
the
score
greatest
because Michael
passer?
did it.
You
It
said
wasn't winning.
because he has the most
No.
points, he's the
Assist and
greatest
passing are
scorer.
different thing. Assist and passing are
Time out,
different
though.
things.
But
Time out, though.
Jalen, I know that. Just answer. Listen to the question
Wait, let
because
me
you
cook.
just said. I'm gonna let you cook. I just want a clarification because he just said something very ignorant. So I just want to clarify. So you just said LeBron is the greatest scorer because he has the most points.
That's cap.
So is John
He's not the best
Stockton the
scorer.
greatest passer, or the greatest, greatest assist man? I'll give you that. The
He's
greatest assist man.
because he has the most assists.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure you're consistent on that.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is a
Dub, did
better
you get
scorer.
that? Did,
Wait,
Dub,
time out.
John
Time out.
Stockton
Michael
is the
Jordan-
greatest assist man of all time.
Wait,
Not
time
just-
out. Well, how come in 1988?
It's
Sworn
not
to
so.
say.
It's not score. He's a
Yo,
LeBron's
wait,
the
hold on.
greatest
Can you
point
repeat what you
getter,
said
sure,
about
the best
Jordan?
point
getter.
Jordan on
He
the
gets
point
bucket-
getter.
That's bucket getter. He's the greatest bucket getter. Talk about
No,
it.
time out,
point
but time
getter.
out.
The
Point
bucket
getter.
time out.
Fine,
Michael
very
Jordan-
different. You can make that
We're
difference.
talking about in 1988,
Mhm.
when Michael Jordan's second best player was Charles Oakley.
Mhm.
He had the MVP and won Defensive Player of the Year. He averaged 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. So
Okay.
Jordan proved that he can do more. He just
Okay.
wanted to open up his game to the triangle once Doug
Wait,
Collins
so he
got
had
fired.
one season where
He
he
wanted
averaged
to
8
open up his
assists?
game
One season where he
later
averaged 8
on
assists?
in the 90s.
Wait, he had
in
one
the
season where he
early
averaged 8
90s,
assists?
in 1990. After 88 and 89, when Jordan was putting up
Jalen.
astronomical numbers, and not only that, if we compare Michael Jordan to other shooting guards, and we compare LeBron James to other small forwards, Jordan's at the damn near top of every single statistical category when compared to other shooting guards, and LeBron James.
Jordan's at LeBron James at the top of every single category, no matter what. First in points, top 5 in assists. What are we talking about? You don't want to talk about statistics, longevity.
Bro,
statistics. You
those
don't
are
want to talk about
longevity
Jordan.
statistics.
LeBron.
LeBron
It's
James'
different.
only argument over.
He's
LeBron
talking about
is LeBron
averages. He's talking about averages.
Yo, how did
We're
this
talking about
happen?
averages.
Versus
We're talking about
LeBron?
averages
about
per year.
averages.
Okay, averages per year. Okay, you want
The only
Because Elgin Baylor clears him on rebounds.
longevity over Michael Jordan. That's the only thing he has over the GOAT debate. There's more to the GOAT debate than longevity.
For sure.
There's no weaknesses in Michael Jordan's game besides three-point shooting. And if you want to call three-point shooting an average weakness in Michael Jordan's game, you have to call it an average weakness in LeBron's game. Because technically, LeBron shoots below the average for three-point percentage for this era. And Michael Jordan shot the average for his era. So if you want to compare three-point shooting between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, you have to make it a weakness to LeBron James too. And
Jalen, you're getting cooked right now.
I'm hearing everything I already know. I
mean, exactly. Which is why Michael Jordan
these are all things that we know. Hold on.
He's like, I get cooked on the regular. This is
Michael Jordan had 8 assists 1 year. Means something. Michael Jordan had 8 assists 1 year. Michael Carter Williams had like 8, 9 assists 1 year. Does it make him great playmaker for that 1 year? What are we talking about?
Wait, time out.
I think Jordan was a great playmaker
the second best player.
I think he's a great playmaker.
Charles
But maybe the 1 year he averaged
Charles
8 assists.
Oakley.
Whatever.
Charles Oakley.
Okay. And LeBron took George Hill to the finals. He took George Hill to the finals while Michael Jordan was getting cooked in the playoffs when he had no help.
He averaged 36 points per game against the Pistons. That's the biggest lie. The biggest lie is
beating the Victor Oladipo Pacers. That's not the same thing, buddy.
He lost in 90 Game 7. Michael Jordan had 38 points.
If MJ had to see DeMar DeRozan, I promise you he wins too.
Hey, I'm telling you right now. You put Michael Jordan on those Cavs teams, they get swept by the Raptors. You put Michael Jordan on those Cavs teams, that
send him to the
they get swept by the
gulag.
Raptors.
Send him to the
gulag.
Send him to the gulag.
Michael Jordan ain't built like that. He can't carry a team like that. Those Raptors.
Michael Jordan's not built like that, but Michael Jordan has the highest average in the finals. Michael Jordan averaged 43 points in the finals. Record still not broken. 93 against Charles
LeBron James needed both
He averaged 43 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. Still not broken.
Man just said he was going to get swept by DeMar DeRozan, Dub.
I'm cooking.
I'm gonna rotate
talk about
the guest.
Can we talk about tonight's game predictions though?
Kwame, we go.
Great
How
topic.
did it turn into an MJ LeBron debate?
Appreciate the lob. Appreciate the lob, Kwame. But I do have to rotate the guest because it has been a while. But
we're going to talk about the Lakers Nuggets. Lakers in 5 or 6. We'll be Lakers in 5 or 6.
Because
I gotta send you off, bro.
Hold on, let me talk about the game. Lakers in 5 or 6.
The most important player.
Oh no!
I'm gonna have to backtrack on that. Anthony Davis has been a better player than LeBron James this playoffs. Okay, we're gonna give you that off.
Oh.
Before we
Jalen, bro.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on, fellas.
Salute, my boys.
Salute to everybody up here. No player is in a more privileged situation than JT right now. Real talk. God, JT doesn't catch schemes the way KD does either. That's not my opinion. It's a fact.
That's a fact.
Why didn't y'all make
the Superchats person's opinion? Actually,
why didn't y'all make that excuse for KD when he got swept? Horford and Williams was helping off of Bruce Brown and Claxton. KD had no spacing. Real talk.
I saw Kyrie go for 38.
One game.
I saw Steph Curry cook that defense. That's what I saw.
Off of drop coverage.
What were they playing against KD in pick and roll?
Not drop coverage, trap.
They were
hard trap.
I guess they just or maybe just switch because they felt comfortable with Al Horford guarding KD at the 3-point line. Go ahead and read the Superchats.
KD is better.
They trapped KD because he's a terrible ball handler.
KD's better than JT. KD's more consistent scorer than JT.
100%. Better all time, Jalen Green in 5 years or MJ.
Jalen Green in 2 years.
Talk about it.
Jalen Green in 2 years will be better than Michael Jordan.
From, I don't even know how to say this. Anastus?
Mars, you don't want Jalen on your bandwagon, man. You don't want Jalen.
We agree.
I was in Antarctica hiking the mountains with my pet polar bears. Suddenly, one of them asked me, "Father, is it true LaFraud is 3'6'1"?" I had to lie to them. My pets need a better role model. Shame on you, LaFraud.
You see what I mean?
He's actually 2'6'2" because
You
that
see what I
2012
mean?
lockout season.
No.
That 2012 lockout season also has an asterisk.
Let's be real. And Mars, let's be real. Didn't Ray Allen save his legacy?
Wow.
Didn't Kyrie Irving save his legacy too? He's actually 0-6-4 to be honest. If really technically,
he'd be a young OKC squad
in a lockout season.
And KD was still giving him
buckets.
I'm gonna let y'all jump. I'm gonna let
I know you don't like hearing it, Jalen.
Well, but oh my God, we're not doing this again. I want to talk about something else.
But LaFraud might be LaFraud.
Most definitely not.
You want to know the real reason? You want to know the real reason why people don't like LeBron James? And I'll be honest, this is just like my honest opinion.
Like you.
I really believe
people like Jalen.
I really believe. Yo, bro, I don't want to say the word, but I think a lot of people get fake energy off of him. He don't got that mode built into him like MJ and Kobe. He don't demand that same respect as MJ.
Is the aura?
It's the aura, fam. Nah, you know what it is? You know what it is, bro? It's the fact that I think back in those days, Kobe and Mike wasn't saying they was I'm the greatest player of all time. You got LeBron on podcast saying I'm the best ever. After that championship, that made me the GOAT. People don't like that, bro.
Facts.
Shut up.
He's like a gimmick.
People don't like greatness. People don't like when you the best at something. People don't like it.
I swear he's like a gimmick, bro. I swear, bro.
That's what I'm saying. His personality.
It feels like you're watching a wrestling commercial. Is that what you're saying, Dub? It feels like you're watching a wrestling commercial.
It's for the cameras.
Hey, Dub.
Right.
Hey, Dub.
Dude.
On your show the other day, bro, I think it was the last live you did, you was talking about people just like real talk, man. You said it was going to happen. You said Jayson Tatum was going to go for that 50 ball, and they forget about everything else that they did in the series and start calling them top five. And that's exactly what he's doing right now.
I've been calling Jayson Tatum this good all season. This is
all of a sudden, KD is out of the
familiar
series.
with my game. You're not. I just know you're not familiar
All
with
of
it.
JT. Just last week, you were telling me in Game 6 that he was going to have a great performance game, and then that man stunk it up until the fourth quarter.
And then he dropped 51 in Game 7.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Does that matter to you at all?
What about the other things,
does that matter to you at all?
What about the other
matter?
Things, what about
he had a stinker. Does 51 matter?
Oh, look, exactly. That's all they want to do.
Answer the question. I said he had a stinker. He had a stinker. Does 51 matter?
It's a 6-game series.
Is it 51? Answer the question.
I said yes 30 times. Let me spell it for you if you didn't hear me. YES. Yes, it matters.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's a 7-game series. You forgot about his other performances?
He won game 6. He won game 6.
He won game 6 barely. He was 0-4.
Barely.
The thing that people are commending Tatum about is the fact that he's bouncing back. He's having these situations where he's not performing in certain situations,
but it don't make him better than KD.
Has the bounce back though? Has KD had the bounce back, or is he already there? Does KD ever have the bounce back?
No, I still got KD over Tatum. I still got KD over Tatum. I still got KD.
Did y'all stop watching KD after 2021?
Because
KD is out of the postseason, so now you just hear idiotic things like, "Oh, Jayson Tatum is better."
Did y'all stop watching Kevin Durant after 2021?
No.
I don't
know what
he did. I just saw his last game.
I did. Does Tatum get a Magic Johnson? Does Tatum get like that Magic Johnson tax? Tatum is being drafted into a good situation throughout his whole career, been in a good situation. Does he get that tax some way?
Nah, they don't care. They don't bring that up. They only bring that up when they start to talk about Curry. Oh, he's had a great team built around him since he's been in the league. What about Jayson Tatum?
I would say Jayson Tatum does have a
top 10 all time unanimously. What are we talking about right now?
It's not like he's putting up mad duds. Like I can't say it to use the safety net of having a good team. You can't say it's not like Jayson Tatum is just putting up dud.
Nobody's saying
hold on. But there are situations where he has performed. He has bounced back. Like game 7 was a bounce back. The fourth quarter, he was playing terrible. His team held him down, but he was able to close it out. And then he brought that same momentum.
And that's why he's the top 10 player.
Hold on, fellas. He brought that same momentum into game 7. That has to count. That is a pressurized game, and he was the one that led the charge. It wasn't like all of it
count, and it saved him from being called Jason LaFraud Tatum.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. It saved him. Like, why are y'all missing that part? Y'all were so ready to call him that when he dropped the 50 and for
but you wasn't arguing that. You was arguing that he was better than
come up here and be like, "Oh, Dub said he was going to drop 50."
How does a man? But real talk, how does a man? How does a man? No,
20 people walking around dropping 50 balls in game 7s just willy-nilly.
That ain't regular. Listen, real talk. A guy from going from, damn fam, you a fraud. You might be a fraud. We were too high on you. Dropping a 50 ball, automatically being better than KD? Are you kidding?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's better than KD all year. It's not nothing new for me.
No. When talking about regular season, Kevin Durant on the efficiency he was going off with.
You talking about when he played 47 games?
He was
55
killing.
games.
He was killing.
He played how many games?
And he did it last year too.
He didn't play 55 games this year, sir.
Come on, man.
Look, if you had Tatum over,
I'm about to look this up.
He played 45.
47. Yeah, 45.
Oh, okay.
I thought he played 47.
But he did it last year too. He
played 47 games, like I said. Thank you, Jay Blay in the chat. He played 47.
Yeah. He played 47, and he was still performing better than JT in the regular season last year, too.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
Half the season. Cool.
What you mean half the season?
Okay,
he played 55 last year.
I'm tweaking.
We do have an overreaction to one game sample size.
Right. You're wrong. You were.
Wow. I was off a couple games that doesn't make Jayson Tatum better, bro. Hold on.
Half the season. There's a guy that's been first team All NBA back-to-back years at your position.
Right.
At your position.
My God.
He plays 70+ games every year.
You better make him better than him.
Max.
Joel Embiid not better than Jokic, and he got first team.
Nah, real talk. That's nasty. You want to know why? You know why that's nasty? Because you know damn well if KD played enough games, he would have got first team over JT.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
You want to know why that's nasty
his career where he doesn't.
Not doing it right, and we have to take that into accountability. Yeah, we have to take that into
accountability. Like it's 2016 or something.
You take it away from Embiid. You take it away from Embiid, the fact that he's not able to play. You take it away from Kawhi, right? You take it away from these great players.
Because they get hurt in the postseason.
Every postseason.
At least he's playing in the postseason.
Every postseason. During the regular season.
Right.
I'm fine with my guy being hurt in the regular season as long as he's being able to be out there for me in the postseason.
And he come back and go crazy every time. He comes back and go. He never
crazy.
But availability is availability, bro. You can't say, let's just imagine KD plays all these games. He's gonna make all NBA. Well, the thing about it is he gets injured, so he didn't make all NBA, bro.
That's fine. Him not making all NBA, but don't act as if
still a better player.
Just because JT made all NBA.
Yeah, no. That's not my argument. I'm not. Yeah, that's not my argument.
Player.
That's not one. I'm just saying
about availability. I think Kawhi better than KD.
No.
Wait, huh?
Okay, so now hold on. So now
this is not true.
Wait.
How much are we weighing injuries? How much defense fell off?
Real talk. Let that fly again. Hold on. Let that fly again.
Let
Real talk can't use injury to defend why JT is better than KD. Then saying the same sentence, Kawhi is better than KD. Like, what are you talking about?
Whoever Golden State Avi is does not listen. I said if we are not taking into account availability, that was the qualifying statement before I made that comment.
To say that Kawhi is better than
KD is ridiculous. Kawhi is better than KD.
In what sense? In what sense?
All time or like this year? I want to say all time or this year.
In what sense, bro?
He's talking real talk. Talking about right now. Real talk. Talking about right now.
Right now.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
He's not though. He ain't.
Kawhi was healthy right now.
Kawhi defense fell off. He doesn't have the same offensive threat he used to have. KD is way more consistent offensively.
Kawhi is a better offensive player now than Kevin Durant.
Oh, wait, what?
No. Kawhi is a better offensive player than Kevin Durant. Hold up, Dale. I was.
What? He's trying to get clip that.
You're bugging.
But Kevin Durant is a top 5 maybe greatest scorer of all time.
Put that
Kawhi got hurt in the Suns series. Who was by far the best player on the court?
By far.
It wasn't by far.
Well, yeah. Well, the argument was Kawhi and D Book, not Kawhi and KD, but it was Kawhi and D Book.
That's true.
Hey, real talk. You need another prescription, man. With them glasses, bro, I don't think they working for you, big dog. You
need to stop living in the past. You need to fast forward to 2023 because in 2023, Kawhi Leonard is a better offensive player than Kevin Durant.
Hell no,
no
way. No, that's chat.
Maybe in the post.
No way, bro. No way.
Maybe in the post. Somebody.
Hold on, Dale. So in the playoffs, I'll give you that. You can make case Kawhi was definitely.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
Did you know?
Why you talking Leonard? I ain't
regular season. This regular season.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, fellas. Do they double Kawhi?
I'm also taking into account playoff translation.
Real talk, do they double Kawhi? Yes or no?
Games in the play, bro.
Kawhi has a small sample size in the playoffs. Kawhi sample size is too small in the playoffs. You know that, Dale.
He literally only played 2 games, bro.
Yeah,
it's so crazy right now. Okay, I will say this. God, she's trying to blow up my phone right now.
Hey, Dub, I hope clip what Real Talk just said though, Dub. You gotta clip that.
Oh yeah,
please. So I'm crazy for saying Kawhi Leonard.
For that one, Real Talk.
I'm crazy for saying Kawhi Leonard is better offensively than KD.
Yes.
Crazy as hell.
Yes.
Crazy as hell.
You're drunk. I need to wait. I'm not listening to y'all. Chat. Can somebody tell me I'm crazy for taking Kawhi?
Put the poll up, man.
Please, okay. Lurking.
No, without context, it's gonna look real crazy.
Like, what is he talking about? How is he a better player? He didn't even say how.
I'm not gonna lie, real talk. You're cooking yourself because you literally just
How am I cooking myself?
I'm about to tell you.
Go ahead.
We were talking about KD. Oh yeah, not enough games played.
Facts.
Which is fine. You talking about Kawhi Leonard being a better offensive player than KD off of not 1, but 2 games. You see where that's kind of conflicting right there.
I don't think what you're saying is crazy.
Oh wow! Of course, this is narrative Mars. It's not narrative Mars today, so
this has nothing to do with narrative
no,
whatsoever.
I mean, narrative Mars agrees with all the ridiculous things, bro. We're gonna.
I never said I agree. See, shut up. I said I don't think it's crazy. I never said I agreed. I said I don't think it's crazy.
It's crazy as hell. That's why I think it's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like you're bugging the fuck out, bro. If you think that Kawhi is on any offensive level with Kevin, bro, hold on.
Why is he not? Why is he
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm just I'm curious as to what Kawhi does better.
Why is it crazy?
Yo, real talk. What does Kawhi do better than KD offensively? That's what I'm lost at.
Besides you don't want the answer to that question.
Go ahead, my brother. Go. You got the floor.
I would love to.
Go ahead, please.
At this point in their career.
Yes. Yeah, at this point in the career, today,
right now in 20.
Yes. Break it down
when healthy.
Go ahead, coach. Break it down.
When healthy, Kawhi at this point. Ooh, y'all about to piss me. Kawhi's the better pull-up three-point shooter, better three-point shooter in general.
Numbers might support
mid-range game is right there, if not better than KD.
Not the mid-range. You can't give you that.
Finish, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I please get your plug's number, please? I want whatever you smoking, bro. Please.
What else? I need more. The playmaking.
I think he gets to his spots a lot easier than Kevin Durant now.
Oh wow.
Go ahead.
I think the playmaking actually, this version of Kawhi is a better playmaker than Kevin Durant is right now.
I'm leaning with that. I can agree with that one.
Agree? No, that's not.
What?
It's not true at all.
I think Kawhi might be a better playmaker, but three-point shooting, you're smoking.
He provides more rim pressure than Kevin Durant.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
That's it. That's it.
I disagree. I think.
Go ahead, Mars. Finish up. Clean it up for him clearly, because
obviously the rim pressure is blatant. You guys scoffed at the pull-up three-point shooting. Kevin Durant's pull-up three-point shooting is a bit suspect.
It's been bad, bro. They keep thinking about KD from 5 years ago.
No, they're thinking about that game 3 in LeBron's face. That's what they're thinking about.
KD not
consistently.
Kawhi is a more consistent pull-up three-point shooter than KD, right?
Y'all smoking shine. Yes. I don't know what's going on.
I think you can make
watching a different game, fellas. Watch it. Go ahead, Mars. Let Mars finish. Go ahead, Mars.
I think he's stronger, so he gets knocked off his spots a lot less. I think his post game is far more refined. I think his playmaking out the pick and roll is better. I think
you agree with this foolishness too?
I think KD's a better offensive player. I'm just saying I don't think it's crazy. I think his playmaking out the pick and roll is better. I think he's better handling the double team in the trap. And then
when does he get trapped? When does Kawhi get trapped?
He gets trapped in that post a lot. Yeah, he likes
Kawhi. The reason Kawhi gets trapped less than KD is because he's better at handling it. It's the same reason why Jokic gets double teams better. Jokic gets trapped less than Embiid. You know why? Because Embiid, when he gets trapped,
no. That's different. You're comparing apples to oranges. But go ahead.
So I think overall, I think you can make a solid argument for Kawhi, especially when you start factoring in playoff translation. But I think you have to go with more than a 1 year sample size.
Hey, Ron, Shaq, I think you need to get these boys some drug tests.
Where do you rate KD?
I think KD is better. I don't think it's crazy.
Context
all I said was I don't think it's crazy.
Where do y'all have KD as offensive player right now in the league? Junebug and
top five.
He's definitely top five, bro.
Okay, who are the ones better than him?
Jokic, Steph, Luka, and
he could be fourth then. Yeah, Jokic, Steph, Luka, and yeah, you know what? KD might be fourth.
Giannis.
I don't think
Giannis is offensively better than
KD. Oh, you said offense.
KD can be fourth.
Yeah, he probably might be fourth, but he's in top five. He's in the top five.
Yeah, I got KD at 4.
Now, are you saying JT is up there? That's what I want to hear. You're saying that JT is up there, real talk.
No, I said JT's a better all-around
basketball player. He said Kawhi is
he's a better all-around basketball player than Kevin Durant.
So who's better, CP3 or Stephen Curry?
Are we really asking this right now, bro?
CP3.
Bro,
Steph Curry's greater, but I don't think that Kevin Durant is that great of an offensive player as Steph Curry is. So I think that's an L.
Who's better, CP3 or Curry?
I just said Steph Curry.
Jimmy Butler or who you got? Jimmy Butler or Paul George?
In 2023?
Yeah.
Paul George.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Give me Jimmy. What are we
Jimmy or
about?
LeBron?
I'm taking Jimmy G buckets.
Give me Jimmy, man.
Be smart about this. Be smart about this.
LeBron James.
Y'all blinded by that.
LeBron James.
Hey, let's go. LeBron James.
He's on my
Y'all be
team.
blinded by that.
LeBron James.
What did Jimmy do against the Knicks?
LeBron James.
You said what?
Jason Tatum or LeBron James?
Playmaking, passing.
Yo, Jalen, hey, Jalen, you're cut out.
LeBron is
not
crazy,
in any of the LeBron questions.
Jalen, he talking to you. Jalen.
No, I'm talking to you.
Jalen, he talking to you.
Jalen, you can't be in any of these LeBron questions.
Offensive player than Jayson Tatum. Stop it.
I know what Jalen's going to say. I don't care.
Never held on.
Jalen, I don't care what you have to say right now. I want to hear what Real Talk has to say. I'm sorry, Jalen. I need to see what Real Talk is going to say.
Dub is trying to get me clipped right now.
Be smart, man. Be smart, bro.
Oh shit.
Acting like he's cutting out is crazy.
Yo,
acting like he's cutting out is crazy.
No way. Your
My boy
mic.
muted himself.
Oh, that's nasty. No, your mic is on. Your mic is on. I'm not jacking that. I'm not jacking.
So this is my issue. This is my issue with a lot. This is my issue with a lot of people. Because of people's dislikes towards Kevin Durant, they're willing to offset him all the time. But when we bring up another guy, LeBron James, when you could bring up the same way of
Kevin
thinking,
Durant.
you
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
We could apply the same way of thinking for JT and LeBron and Jimmy and LeBron. But what do you say? What do you say? What do you say, Real Talk?
LeBron is better than Kevin Durant right now. What are we doing?
Oh my God, that's so crazy. He's not.
People forgetting what
LeBron James ring. Who do you have LeBron James ring?
LeBron.
Do you want to use the regular season or you want to use the postseason?
Oh shit.
You can use both.
Because we can use both, and LeBron is better. What are we
Have you
talking
seen
about
LeBron?
right now?
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. They'll talk about
LeBron
it.
played more games. What was LeBron right now this year? 29, 8, and 6 or something?
When has KD ever win?
KD averaged 29 too.
For 3 ever in a series, bro. Ever.
KD averaged 29 too.
29% from 3?
Who?
No, not 29 for 3. He averaged 29 for the season.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about when did this man have.
And LeBron only did it in 56 games. He only did it in 56 games.
Which one was all
NBA?
That's who plays 56.
Yeah, LeBron made all NBA.
I knew he was gonna say that.
LeBron is better. Who do y'all think Kevin Durant is?
Who do you think LeBron? What do you have LeBron ranked? What do you have LeBron ranked?
Who the hell do you think LeBron is in year 20?
What do you have LeBron better than KD right now?
All right, no, real talk. I need you to answer this question. I need to hear your top 10 list.
You better than this.
What's your top 10 list?
Yes.
Okay, you want it in order?
Yes.
Please.
Off the top of the head? That's
crazy.
Not hard.
Take a sip and everything. Take a sip if you got to, my boy.
Take a shot real quick.
Okay. So number 1 is I'm gonna still respect Steph. I still got Steph number 1.
Not bad. Okay.
Number 2, I got Giannis.
Not bad.
Number 3, I got Jokic.
Okay.
Not
bad.
Number 4, I got. Be smart.
Oh God.
You don't gotta do this, bro. You don't gotta do this. Blink twice if you're okay.
I'm gonna go.
Dub can't force you, bro. Dub can't force you.
Oh, we're forcing you. I'm kicking you out.
I'm gonna go AD.
Oh, okay. Who's
wow? Holy smoke! Oh,
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Number 5, I'm gonna go Luka. Number 6, I'm gonna go Tatum.
Okay.
Excuse me. Wait. My bad. Number, because he's on my. Number 6, I'm gonna go Bron.
No! Let's go.
Go ahead, continue.
I'm gonna go Bron. 7, I'm gonna go Tatum. 8, I'm gonna go Jimmy. 9, I'm gonna go.
He said KD already.
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
If you said Kawhi over KD, I'm kicking him myself.
Devin Booker,
Embiid.
Regular season. Embiid,
9, I'll
MVP,
go
right?
Embiid.
Yeah, he's still an MVP.
10, I'll go KD.
Wait, so you think
that's not a bad list? That's a fine list.
So you don't got Kawhi and KD. Wait, hold on.
No.
So Kevin Durant is the 10th best basketball player on planet Earth.
He doesn't play enough regular season games.
LeBron
and
don't
the
either.
playoff translation the last 2 seasons has not been there. What do you want me to do?
How's LeBron's playoff translation been the last?
how's LeBron?
That's what I'm saying.
How many games has
LeBron
LeBron
is
been playing?
LeBron.
See, that's the issue I'm having with you.
Everybody got one question at a time.
Look. First off, their teams are asking them to do different things.
No. You put Embiid over KD and included playoff translations. You put Embiid over him, who's been hurt every playoff. So I want to know your reasoning, bro. Because this criteria, I'm about to.
We need answers, brother.
Q-Bug is bad. Joel Embiid in the last 2 years.
I see somebody in chat say D Book is better than KD. Maybe did I not include D Book?
That's recency bias.
No.
That's recency bias.
No.
That's recency bias.
No,
Please don't say it.
Can you make an argument right now?
You might as well
than
say
KD?
you said every other game.
D-Book is not
No.
better than KD. He had a better few
And no.
games. He's not better than
Hey, real
KD.
talk.
No, you cannot.
I need you to understand something though.
I don't even like taking up
by
the
your
KD.
way of thinking, Embiid probably can't even be over KD because his playoff translation is ridiculous. He gets hurt in the worst moments. LeBron James shouldn't even be that high if we're going off of games played, playoff translation. He hasn't been in the playoffs. He didn't make the playoffs last year. This year, the playoff translation isn't like Jayson Tatum or Jimmy Butler. And then 3 years ago in 2021, the playoff translation wasn't like that as well. So the thing is, I'm having an
You're just not going to clip me and my fan and the Laker because Laker
you're
Nation
clipped.
is.
You're done. I already know what to do to you, bro. You're done. So it's over. Your life, your TikTok, and your
career, everything. Your work's gonna call you. What is this?
I love it.
You helped us out with the D Wade take. Now you're gonna get another one.
I thought that's doing great. That D Wade take, hey.
Amazing.
Yeah, people agree with you. That's crazy.
What was the D Wade take?
Oh man,
I don't know.
You made my Philly take.
D Wade better than
D Wade better than KD.
What was the D Wade take?
People forget how good KD. People forget how good KD was for a really long time. KD has.
What did he say about D Wade?
Seasons ever?
He just said out of his mouth that D Wade is better than KD.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm not mad at it though.
What's in that cup?
It's objective, so it's like
I'm with that. I got D Wade over KD.
It's not as crazy as people think.
Yes, I have. Yes,
you know what?
Question for the panel: Kevin Garnett or Kevin Durant?
KG.
KG.
Kevin Garnett.
KG.
Kevin
Garnett was the beast on both sides of the floor.
What was the question,
bro? And then
Kevin Garnett.
Oh, KD or KG?
Mm-hmm.
All time?
Yeah.
And Pete.
No, right now.
Don't create disrespect. Don't create
You're funny.
This guy here.
KG. I'm taking KG. I'm sorry, bro. KG.
This guy here is a real
bro. Watch this. Now let's get real nasty. KG or Steph?
Steph, the fuck?
Steph.
Don't say it like it's that easy. Don't say it like it's that easy.
You can't that easy. KD's offense as great as Steph's offense. Stop doing that, dog.
No, it's not clear, bro.
Okay,
It's not clear.
I need you to stop thinking that KD's offense is on par with Steph's. It's not.
It's not on par.
But
it's not on par.
What KG did to carry that Minnesota Timberwolves team? What KG did to carry that Timberwolves team for a decade?
Wait. I got a question.
Steph's offense is better, right? But the thing is, with Kevin Garnett, Steph is such a liability on defense that you need to surround him with so many pieces to make up for that.
Is the offensive gap between Steph and KG wider than the defensive gap between Steph and KG?
No,
yeah.
no. Their offenses are a lot closer. Their offenses are way closer. Their offenses are closer than their defense.
The offense is closer.
Y'all be gassing up this man Stephen Curry like he ain't have a
yeah. Thank you, dog. Come on, dog.
And that pisses me off about y'all. All this talk about oh my God,
let's get it off.
The offense is so great. The offense is so great with Stephen Curry. You know, it's just like he didn't have a Klay Thompson next to him and a Draymond Green that would handle the rock. And then you talk about impact on winning. Like y'all the same people that glazed Draymond Green being one of the best generational defenders in our era.
Give me a Robert Horry, bro. Give me Robert Horry over Draymond.
So impact on winning bullshit.
Pack up Draymond.
Kevin Garnett could definitely be better. Kevin Garnett could definitely be better than Steph.
You're being very nasty right now, dog. You're being nasty right now, dog. You're being very nasty right now.
Let's hear it, Jumba.
Players.
We get off Jumba.
Players
the greatest defender of all time.
And that's crazy because y'all don't do that to Magic.
I'm not penalizing him. I do it to Magic. Stop saying that shit.
Jumba.
He's persistent.
Everybody else.
The issue I have is that y'all try to act as if y'all make these dumbass narratives about impact on winning. Offense is so great, completely dismissing how many other factors that went into it, that got into them winning and that offense being great. That's the issue I have.
Let me go ahead.
The gravity.
Iguodala.
Hey, man.
The only time KG won.
I'm not scared of this still. Kevin Durant is still above Stephen Curry all time. Let's stop it. Kevin Durant is still above Stephen Curry all time. I had to stop with people.
No. I don't agree with that. No. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
This stuff right. Everybody that is in competition with LeBron fans.
Kevin Durant ain't no competition for LeBron. Kevin Durant ain't no competition for LeBron.
No, you're only saying that KD's over Steph so that you can push the agenda.
Not everything's about LeBron. Not every single one of my opinions. You're gonna fall back on that.
That's why people
nobody can trust anything you say.
Bro, the only reason you guys have Steph, the only reason you guys have
we got going on right here. Everybody that challenges LeBron, they say stupid shit like that.
No, that's crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. That's crazy.
Everything you say, you're trying to push a LeBron agenda. You said LeBron invented internet.
No.
Wait, what? Wait, what? No, Gulag. I'm sorry. Gulag.
Hold on. Hold on. That's not what I'm saying. Everyone chill out. No. The only reason you guys have Steph over KD is because he had for 4 rings. But if you look at them as a player, Kevin Durant is just a much better scorer. He was a much better defender in his prime. Playmaking are very similar.
Much better scorer than who?
Hold on.
No, Steph. Are you talking about Steph?
Hold on. You're talking about Steph. Hold on.
Let him get it off.
You put the context. You look at the constant situation with KD. If he doesn't have these injury problems the past 2 years, he probably has another ring or 2 in his circle or in his ring. But guess what? Without the Steph Curry rings that he won with great teams, and in 2 of those rings, Kevin Durant was the best player on the team. Kevin Durant was that guy for 2 of those rings that Stephen was on. The only reason you guys have Steph over KD is because of the last ring he won. But guess what? He just played on a better team.
No.
Jesus. We got to stop overvaluing these rings.
Not true.
Kevin Durant is a better basketball player.
If Kevin Durant won in 2021, if Kevin Durant won in 2021,
you'd have Kevin Durant top 10 all time.
I wouldn't be mad at
I would have Kevin Durant top 10.
Hey, I wouldn't be. Hey, no. See, I'm arguing. I'm not saying it ain't close. It is definitely close.
Okay.
But I'm saying the fact is that he's saying the reasons I have Steph over KD is just simply that I think he's just a better basketball player.
You think Steph's just a better basketball player?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I just think
I agree that KD was the best player on those Warrior teams when he was on the Warriors.
I do not.
Steph is still greater than Kevin Durant.
No,
Like,
I disagree. I think that KD was more effective, but Steph, due to Steph and the system at the way that they ran,
on the Suns right now.
But you guys have to account for this. The way that they ran the system, it gave KD the ultimate room to be an isolation player. That's what it did. He didn't have to go through doubles. He didn't have to go through the same type of gravity he had to go through when he was in OKC, and even right now in Brooklyn, and even right now in Phoenix, he was allowed the luxury to play one-on-one against Kevin Love. He was allowed to play one-on-one
too, though.
Richard
Kevin
Jefferson.
Durant. Steph was one-on-one because of Kevin Durant.
The reason why
what?
No, he was not. Jalen, you're chatting right now. You are literally chatting right now.
The only series I would say he got to go one-on-one was against Houston. That's the only
If you're saying Steph
still played bad.
Yeah,
Steph didn't play well in those Houston years.
Kevin Durant took some off of Steph. I'm just saying they both
I
helped
would say
each other out.
KD
It wasn't one way.
The reason why,
but he wasn't the better player.
The reason why
he played the best, though. He played the best.
The reason why I say Steph was still better is the same reason why I say KD is still better than Devin Booker right now.
Thank you.
Put it like this, right?
KD was the best player on the Warriors.
Put it like this, right? In the series where they needed them, right? Cavs, Houston. Who was the best player in those series?
KD.
Wait, what are you talking about?
They needed Kevin Durant against the Houston Rockets.
Kevin Durant.
If we're going to use 2 series out of 3,
I think Steph played better in the 2018 finals.
If we're going to use 2 series out of 8, then okay, KD was.
I'm just saying. I think Steph played better.
It's splitting hairs.
Yeah, it is.
And you're trying to use 2 to make your point right now. And
let's not forget. Let's not forget. No,
because
let's not forget. People praise what's his name, Stephen Curry, for beating the Portland Trailblazers, but when KD beat the Clippers by himself, nobody cares about that shit.
It was a hurt Clippers. What are you talking about?
You said when what happened, Doug?
Steph was there, Doug.
Let him repeat it. What you said, Doug?
Yeah, find that.
The team that the Warriors beat without Steph was the 2018 Spurs in round 1. That's who they beat without Steph.
Oh, it was the 2018 Spurs.
Yeah, with no Kawhi.
Oh, I got him mixed up.
I was a Golden State fan back then.
Straight to hell. So
I think 2 things can be true. I got you, Coach. I think 2 things can be true. I think KD can be the best player on the Warriors when he was there, and Steph still be a greater player than him all time. Just like I think, as a Kobe fan, I think Shaq was better in those 3 peak years. I still have Kobe ranked higher than him all time.
I got Shaq ranked higher than Kobe. I got Shaq ranked.
Yeah, but you hate Kobe because you're a LeBron guy.
Jalen,
you're crazy right now. Every opinion I have, it's because of LeBron. I'm talking about Kobe.
It really is.
No, y'all
fellas, I gotta rotate the guests.
Oh, damn, I want to do the Lakers, man. Hold on, let me just
Talk about Lakers.
Hold on, let me just do Lakers. Hold on, let me just do
Mark, we can't help it now. We're in the Western Conference Finals.
No, I just want to do game plan wise. That's it. I think the best game plan would be I would have Dennis Schroeder on Jamal Murray. I would have Vando guarding Jokic at first and having AD roam, and then what happens? And then from there you can rotate in Amoeba and see. Because to me, game 1 is gonna be the film room session. I think if the Lakers have a chance to win it, they will go for it. But I think it's more for a film room session to see how Denver's gonna try to play them. And I think that will be I think they're gonna go with their base defense first, and I think that's their base defense of going with instead of going because putting AD on Jokic right now would be a waste of time. What's the point of doing so? You get what I'm saying?
Man, I went low, man. I'm pushing the Jokic agenda.
Thank you, man. Lakers in 5, man. These boys tripping, man.
Lakers is 6. Lakers is 6, though. I got Lakers at 6 for sure.
Denver and 4.
Denver and 7.
Denver and 7.
I think the Lakers have too many guys to attack.
I'm going to change my pick off every
I think they should just
Okay.
okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
At least you honest. Let me get up out of here, yo. Salute to you, Real Talk.
Yeah,
salute to you, Mars. Salute to you, Dub. Fellas, Jalen,
Real
stop,
talk,
bro.
Hold on in the chat. Oh, hold on. Everyone in the chat. Oh, you Lagok and LeBron, you're Broad Social. Guess what? Your girlfriend and sisters Lagok and me. I promise you, your girlfriend and sisters Lagok and me, boy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You better hope no one has any 10-year-old sisters in this chat.
18. They're 18. Stop it. They better be over 18. Your wives and your girlfriends.
Hide all the kids, bro. This is craziness. Man.
Hey, man.
Y'all be safe, man.
Vando, Quando, Rondo, niggas in 5.
Jalen, bigger gawker.
Wow, that took a crazy turn. Mars, can you read some super chats?
Oh wow, that's all I can really say right now.
I don't know what else to say after that.
Angie Carr, shake my head. Jalen sometimes overstays his welcome. This is one of those times. He's biased. He's got a jacket in his closet. Sends him to the shadow realm. A dot MJ had mid comp. Those 6 rings are on fraud watch. Now that is a fact.
God.
That is a fact. Dub, you can clip this too. MJ without illegal defense is DeMar DeRozan, but that's fine. That's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Drink more water. Who are your X factors for the Lakers and Denver series? He has MPJ and Russell as the X factors. If MPJ can average 17 plus with solid defense, Denver should win in 6. So, Dub, I know who your X factors are because you said it on the panel. But
we could say it on the show. That way, because I don't know if anybody watched the panel today and then they just watch us. We do have fans like that more. So,
damn, I didn't know. Sorry.
We do.
Shout out to the open gym fans. Shout out to you
guys. Facts. My X factors is all seriousness is probably going to be KCP and MPJ. I think they could be crucial to winning the series, especially if they're hitting their shots and KCP's playing very good defense. And then for the Lakers, it's going to be D'Angelo Russell and what was the other one I said, Mars? D'Angelo Russell and who?
Was it Dennis Schroeder?
No. Was it Schroeder?
Oh, no. I don't listen to you.
That's some fucked up shit. That's some real fucked up shit. I'm going to just stick with D'Lo. D'Lo is a one. If he's hitting his shots, playmaking, and Lonnie Walker. If he's still continuing his
I think Lonnie Walker is
success.
Lonnie Walker is
it was Lonnie Walker, yes.
I think I'm just speaking on my team really quickly because we're in the Western Conference Finals. I think Rue is going to be really big for us this series. I think he got kind of played off the court in the Warriors series due to this foot speed. Him guarding a Steph or even a Jordan Poole or chasing a Clay and having to navigate screens. I think that wasn't an advantageous situation for him. But when we're playing, the Nuggets and they play Aaron Gordon, who's more, of his body type, a 6'8", strong, physical, or a Michael Porter Jr. who's 6'10", and he doesn't have to deal with that kind of foot speed. I think Rue is going to be an integral part for us in this series, and I think he's going to have a very good series. D'Lo, of course, he's inconsistent, so when he plays good, we're going to win. When he doesn't, we may still win, but we're probably going to lose. But I think the X factor is Rui in this series.
I went with Aaron Gordon and the whole Lakers backcourt. I think the Lakers backcourt has to be playing very well offensively for the Lakers to win the series. So on any given night, it can be Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Lonnie Walker, Dennis Schroeder, whoever it is. They just need to have some good backcourt play from any of them in any given night. Donovan Samuels sent $10. Thank you, Donovan Samuels.
Salute to you, fam.
Salute to you, man.
And then we got 3 in a row from Jay. Steph Curry has never been close to being the best player in the postseason. He's been the best player in 1 finals. Cut the cap, man.
Woo! Yeah.
KD outperformed Steph in the finals and against the Rockets. It wasn't even close.
Woo!
And they doubled Steph because of his off-ball movement. Why would I double KD and leave Steph and Clay running around freely? It's common sense. There you go.
Okay.
Why'd you not celebrate that one?
Right, it was the same guy.
Why'd you not celebrate that one, though?
Because the same guy.
Because that doesn't help your agenda. Okay.
Because he gotta understand that his off-ball gravity is the reason why that double. the reason y'all talk about the double teams is because of the off-ball gravity. So it's like
it doesn't help your agenda, so you didn't celebrate. Yes.
No, that one right there. It was just a bad point. It was just a bad point. It's fine. Like we go all have bad points. You feel me?
Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta go have some dinner with the moms, man. We couldn't do that this Sunday, so I'm gonna leave the rest of y'all too, man. All right.
Oh, okay.
Don't be hooligans,
right,
man.
Yo, Mark.
Make sure y'all, everybody, everybody is celebrating their mothers and stuff out here. If you lost your mom, salute to you. I know these kind of times can be hard for some. Lost your mom, and on Father's Day, lost your dad and stuff like that. So salute to everybody. Salute to all the great mothers out there that's been taking care of business, taking care of the kids, the family, and everything like that. I know I have a great one, and we. I cooked for her, what I'm saying, threw down a little bit, had a little
what you cook, man?
Had a little, threw down a little steak, what I'm saying, little potatoes, what I'm saying. Bought a little wine, what I'm saying. We had a good time, bro. Yeah.
Fire.
I see.
Nah,
Salute,
bro.
dog.
Salute to you guys, man, and 100% everything he said is factual, bro. Y'all be safe, y'all be easy, man. Peace.
Yo, Mars, I saw you arguing with Lo on the panel about Jokic and Shaq's offensive rebounding. I don't really rate Jokic's offensive rebounding that much because there's many plays he's just tipping it to himself like 4 times, like on the same play. Like
I agree. I think they'd be giving him offensive rebounds and missed shots when he's just trying to control the ball, and that's why he has some of those like low shooting percentage games because like he's tapping the ball up and trying to get control of it, and then they end up giving him like 4 missed shots on a possession and 4 rebounds.
He like tapping it like
I'm like, that's not even really what happens, but that's why.
Like that play against Aiden when he was out of bounds, he's literally just tapping it to himself over and over and over again.
So there's some fraudulent rebounds right there.
And then another thing I was
another fraud part about his game.
Yeah, he's just a fraud, to be honest.
Dribble, handoff, assist, tap, offensive rebounds.
The other thing I was going to ask about, where do you rank like Anthony Davis? Like this is a 1 playoff sample size, but where do you rank this defensive peak? Like just for 1 sample size, like a couple 2 series.
12 game peak.
I don't know. I'm just asking. Like this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is the way he's playing defense.
Tim Duncan is, huh?
Eddie been like this.
Hey, AD's better than Tim Duncan. What are we talking about right now?
Oh,
he's better than Tim Duncan. Like, put AD on those San Antonio teams and they have 6 rings instead of 5. Like that's just how.
I don't think I've ever been on the episode with narrative Mars. I'm not really loving it.
You still haven't. This is just me spitting pure facts about basketball. Anthony Davis, better athlete, better jump shooter, better post player, better defender, better rim protector, better rebounder. He's just better at basketball, to be honest. Anthony Davis, peak Anthony Davis. It's like you got MJ, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaq, Hakeem, Anthony Davis. Like those are like the best players ever, in my opinion. You guys care to comment?
That is crazy.
No, I don't.
No, earlier the people who were saying Kawhi being better offensively than KD is crazy. That was crazy. Like, I think KD's better, but to call it crazy is crazy.
It was me. Yes, it was I.
No. I'm not saying
it was I.
The people calling you crazy are crazy.
Oh, well, they're all gone, so I can't.
Okay. Desto, what you think about that, Desto?
Hello, Dev.
You talking about
what's up?
What you said about Kawhi and KD?
Yeah, offense in 2023, not all time. We're talking about 2023.
It's pretty interesting because I don't know. It's because it's KD had that stretch when he was just not stretch. The entire season before his injury, he was just remarkably efficient, especially from the mid range. Kawhi started off really slow, but ever since January, he was performing magnificent. As far as like scoring the ball wise, KD, like y'all said, he still has trouble with rim pressure. I think that's due to his Achilles tear from a few years ago. Kawhi is better with that. I think he's better as a playmaker. I don't think it's that crazy, but I would still favor KD just the shooting efficiency, being able to score pretty much anywhere, even if he isn't getting a great rim pressure. Being that efficient, dog, is insane.
How's that efficiency look in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean it's fine, but if you compare it to Kawhi, he played like 2 games. So
let's do since.
But even last year,
since KD tore his Achilles, so from that point onwards, KD or Kawhi offensively.
Oh, real talk. Can I say something to you?
KD.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, it's not crazy because I'm a KD guy. KD is the reason why I started watching basketball. I became an OKC fan, and I said that he's not in his prime anymore. He's not in his prime anymore. Like it's not crazy. Like it's really not crazy when you said that because Kawhi does have bring better rim pressure. KD was better than mid range because I think he was having elite mid range season. 3-point percentage, I think does go to Kawhi. I could be wrong, but it's not crazy to say because Kevin Durant. The thing with Kevin Durant is the reason why I say he's exiting his prime because like everything Mars said, what happened. He's not as quick anymore. The Achilles injury, he can't get to the basket the same. His 3-point shot fell off. His handle has been suspect, and after watching him, it has been suspect for a while now. I didn't really realize that. And it's just that nothing's been surprising. I thought the Suns was going to lose anyway to the Nuggets. And the Lakers, I feel like Vandal, I don't know how they're going to – I feel like they're going to have Jokic – I mean, not Jokic, Vandal roam, and always have AD play him. But they need to find a way to not let Jamal Murray go off. And obviously MPJ, he's an X factor for the Nuggets because he can play – he plays really good at home. But this man does not pass the ball. As soon as he catches it, he's shooting. It's wild.
That's what they need him to do. They need him to shoot.
That's
his role.
But Mars, well, how do you defensively? Offensively? How would you go at the Nuggets if you're the Lakers offense?
This real quick, Mars. I want to ask you that too because I feel like yesterday on the panel, y'all was talking about how the Lakers gonna stop Jokic, how the Lakers gonna stop Jokic, and it's a hard task. But why nobody talking about the Lakers going to Jokic? That's what I want.
We spoke a little bit about how LeBron would be used. We spoke about LeBron in the post. Then I also spoke about if you're the GOAT, you just get it done regardless. But I think the Nugget, because the way I think you expose Jokic is by bringing him out the lane. But if he's at the rim, I mean, he's not going to provide much resistance. But you want him away from the rim just because of how bad he is out there. I don't think the Lakers have the personnel to really make him have to step out. Now, Anthony Davis finishing around Jokic, I mean, I think you live with that if you're the Lakers. I think you're very happy with those matchups. But I just think, just looking at it from the outside perspective before game one, I just think the Lakers' offense isn't good enough to where even if they get better against Denver's defense, that they can outscore Denver. Does that make sense?
You don't think that LeBron?
I don't think the Lakers' offense can improve enough to be better than what Denver's offense I think will do against the Lakers.
Yeah, you don't want to go in a shootout with Denver.
Yeah. Don't you think LeBron's gonna hunt Jokic?
But how do you hunt Jokic if you just go under every ball screen? Like, how do you get a switch?
Oh, you're saying they're just gonna go under?
I don't think
because he can't shoot.
No, I don't think you necessarily have to.
Look at LeBron's 3-point percentage.
I don't know if they're going to hunt them, but I think the Lakers are going to have a much easier
I'm not
chance.
doing 6 games. I'm not doing 6 games sample size. Let me look at LeBron's 3-point.
The Lakers are going to be able to get to the rim for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think you got to do
32%.
I think you have to do what you did against
26% in the playoffs.
Yeah, it'll be very different how you attack Jokic versus how you attack Steph because he's a guard and he's big. But I think the fact that they's like the two biggest offensive engines in the league, you have to make them work on defense. Like you have to. And I felt like Steph, even when he had open shots against the Lakers, some of those were like dead legs or tired legs because the Lakers was making him work. LeBron was putting him in every action. Lonnie Walker, Austin Reeves, they were putting him in everything. So I think you have to do that with Jokic. I think you have to do that with him at least to maybe put him in foul trouble.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get Jokic
make him work because you got to have him fatigue because offensively he's probably the best offensive player in the league. So I think you have to attack him.
Live with Gordon shooting corner threes?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think you got to, but he's been knocking him down pretty good lately.
Nah, you still live with that.
I'll live with that.
Gordon has made like 5 threes, like in the past.
Gordon is the most
game. What we talk about?
Yeah, I'll live with that.
I'll live with that. Consistent player for the Lakers.
That nigga's not a shooter, bro. Leave him open, and that's
this is an interesting series, though. I really don't know how it's gonna go. Like, this is super interesting.
Yeah, my pick. Every team that wins the game, I'm gonna end up changing my pick to them. So, like, if the Lakers win game 1, I'll just say Lakers in 6. And then if they lose game 2, I'll just go back to Denver.
I'm trying to get you early, Mark.
I think the Lakers can win, but I've been wrong so many times, so I'm gonna say Denver. And then if the Lakers win, I'll be like, oh, see, I did.
No worry, I told you, Mars streak is gonna end. I said on a TikTok comment, your streak's gonna end.
Well, I mean, it's about time, man. I got Boston mopping Miami, by the way.
I'm ready to push the Jayson Tatum narrative.
That's a 5-game series.
I'm not gonna lie, real talk. I'm ready to push that JT narrative. JT been cooking.
Miami have no shot.
I don't get the JT disrespect, fam. I really don't get it.
Oh, and he's clearly better than Jaylen
the
Brown.
most inconsistent superstar in the league right now.
JT's clearly better than Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown still can't dribble.
Hey, sir, young sir, don't even entertain those discussions. If they're trying to argue about Jaylen Brown, simply block them or leave them on red. Whatever discussions you're having about Jaylen Brown and JT, that's
I still take JB on my team, though. I still take JB on my team.
Yeah, he's a good player, great player.
He's okay.
I mean, yeah, he's just
not better than Jalen Green, but he's okay.
Jalen Green might get traded. He needs to come to Atlanta.
He's not getting traded. It was just they just made it up to make me angry.
Any veterans down there in Houston.
I do think I was talking to Drew the other day, and I was like, I think like Brown is like consistently good, and I think Tatum is like inconsistently great. Because Tatum, he give you like these 30, 40-point games, and then at times he give you 15, 17 with like bad shooting. But Brown, it's like you consistently know he's gonna give you like this 20, 23 points. Like, yeah, he gonna be there.
Jaylen Brown is a more consistent scorer. That's absolutely
even when JT,
correct.
JT's higher.
But I definitely would still take Tatum over.
Brown always gets the worst defender out of the two. That's hard to say.
But nobody talks about when JT has like his 20 more scoring game for JT. Nobody brings that up. Whereas when people bring it up for JB, though, it's kind of
no one brings up the games where Jaylen Brown doesn't show up because no one cares. Like, if Jaylen Brown goes 7 for 22, like no one cares. Like, whatever.
True.
So he's always going to be viewed as more consistent, regardless.
But also, his turnovers has improved. JT, his turnovers like from last year, this year he improved big time from like turning the ball over. So that's why I'm high on the Celtics, and they got Brogdon. That's a good adjustment by Mazzulla. You know, putting out what's the name in the starting line? Time Lord, Robert Williams, and that gave Embiid even more struggle, so he can help out on the help side. I don't know. Al Horford's just an Embiid stopper at this point. I don't know what he does. Do you make Embiid struggle?
He's a disciplined defender. He doesn't foul when Embiid's scoring.
Embiid's scoring also when he isn't drawing
fouls is questionable.
Shout out to Philly though, man. They
I'm not giving Mazzulla credit for the Rob Williams adjustment because that's been their best 5 for the past 2 years. He should have been starting, bro.
And salute to Doc Rivers.
I think Mazzulla is a more like offensive guy. He rather had a 5 out with Derek White because they started off the season great. They was shooting historic from 3, and like that. You know, I guess that's what worked for him. And plus, Robert Williams was out to start the season, so he just stuck with it.
Sustainable.
But yeah, that's his
best
5.
I understand when he's out, you know what I'm saying? But that Robert Williams lineup has been their best 5, like I said, for the past 2 years.
Al Horford is
like glaringly. The defense is remarkable. And then people only think of spacing as far as 3-point spacing, but JT. So
is he lagging or is it just me?
I think he glitched.
Yeah, he's lagging.
I thought it was my internet. I thought
it was me.
No, but I was gonna ask Mars earlier. I saw you talking about this. Do you think AD should guard Jokic like not at all, but like I feel like for most of the series he shouldn't be on him.
A fact.
I think he's gonna have to be out of necessity. I don't think it's a great matchup for AD, and I think it minimizes his defensive impact.
Yeah.
But when the option is LeBron James or Anthony Davis, I kind of have to go with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, because the Lakers don't got no one else.
Unless LeBron James turns back the clock, he's getting ragdolled by Jokic. So
you're not putting Tristan Thompson on him more.
Hey, if they want to bring Wenyen Gabriel into the fold, then
Wenyen Gabriel getting bodied by Jokic.
I think you might as well leave Vanderbilt.
It's a different Jokic from when they last.
Yeah, much.
Yeah,
I was watching that series like 2 days ago just to see like the differences. First of all, I forgot about how different Denver's roster is. Gary Harris, Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant was on the team.
I was like, damn, okay, yeah, a lot's changed.
And Paul Millsap.
Torrey Craig was on the team. Like a lot of things have changed in the last.
And the Lakers had like 3 bigs. Like
they had JaVale, Dwight.
They had a good personality.
They had Caruso, KCP.
Rondo was still there. Like both these teams have changed a lot.
And I still wish
Vandal's playable.
They don't have like the
I don't know how much
for them Deaths though. KCP been going crazy.
I think it depends if he what he brings offensively. If he's bringing absolutely nothing, like typical, then he won't play a lot. But if he hits his corner, if he hit a couple corner threes for us, then he'll be. That's all we need.
The more and more I think about it, Denver might like destroy them because it might tend up to be like offense battle.
Destroy, okay.
Yeah, I want to say destroy.
No. They're pretty even. Like,
but I don't think
it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to who plays better each game, bro. I don't think it's anything.
I don't think the Lakers gonna see this game.
It's gonna come down to the team that plays better. Oh my god!
No, I'm saying it's not gonna be like a sweep, like where each game is gonna.
Hey, great take.
That was a crazy hot take. Man needs to clip that. I don't know.
Hey man. Look.
But not gonna lie, I saw this thing on Twitter that said, "Watch the NBA script writers: Boston in 5, Lakers in 6, Lakers and Celtics go 7, LeBron just 53 in Game 7." That shit would have happened, man. That's just.
If LeBron wins the ring this year, he gets into my top 5.
What if he loses?
Nigga, what?
Then he's still not in my top 5.
He's not better than Jordan.
What if he 4-7 now?
Yeah, 4 and 7. I think he goes behind Larry Bird with 4 and 7.
No, 3-7-1.
Yeah, 3-7.
Oh, okay, 3-7. Wait. How you tie? What's the tie?
The bubble. I mean, the bubble. The bubble.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, he moves behind Larry Bird if he loses in the finals this year.
So he beat a baby Thunder team. He beat a stimulus package Warriors team.
Then he had Ray Allen save his legacy, and then he had a bubble.
Yo, this show is all about.
What's that LeBron's fan name that be coming up here?
Oh, Jalen.
Jalen.
I feel like he just makes the worst arguments. I feel like
I'm a LeBron fan, but Jalen be getting me too. I'm not gonna lie.
He beat Chilltown. He takes Chilltown crown.
I mean, he said
LeBron fans cannot make
MJ would get swept if he was on the Cavs teams going against the Raptors.
Yeah, he said DeMar DeRozan was Michael Jordan.
I think we're trolling.
He said he was bigger in basketball than any other player too.
Yeah, he said LeBron has the greatest legacy.
No, he said like 2018 LeBron clears. He said 2018 playoff LeBron clears any legend.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
was the craziest thing, bro.
I would say LeBron's career will be a great movie though.
It'll be a terrible movie.
Oh,
Super Mars is terrible.
It'll be a terrible
How would it be
movie.
terrible?
Mars is trolling, bro.
Just constantly jumping teams, making it.
No, I'm talking about his come up story. The way he came into the league, his high school came from like come up story.
All right, then let's watch Sebastian Telfair's movie. What? I don't care about no LeBron James movie. I ain't trying to watch that. What kind of movie has more failure than success, and you call that a good movie? Like, no,
it's Steph's success. It's
gonna be
when it's him, it's failure. 2011, failure. 2007, failure. 2014, failure. 2015, failure. 2017, failure. 2018, failure. When he was missing the playoffs in 2019, failure. Missing the playoffs in 2022, failure.
Giannis has the most loved superstar, bro. No other star could have said that.
No such thing as failure.
Oh, Mars, quick question. When you had KD speak, what year did you, on the video? I forgot what year did you say KD's peak was when you did your Hoop Talk podcast?
W plug Hoop Talk podcast on Must Talk Sports. Check me out.
That's a great podcast.
I had KD's peak as 2016 to 2018, and I had him ranked 13, I think.
Got you. That's kind of that's because that's where he was in the defense league, right?
Yeah, and I didn't want to include 2019 because he got hurt in the postseason, so I was like, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What'd you rank?
He's in the tier with Giannis, Jokic, D Wade, Steve Nash. They're all in the same tier. So he's not 13. Steph came in at 5, but he's in the same tier as Bird, Magic, Kobe, KG, and Duncan. So he could be 10, but he's in.
It's kind of for me. It's hard.
It was like interchangeable.
Yeah,
for me, it's hard to rank some players' peaks. For me, it's hard to rank some players' peaks because some players have their career was so great, like Michael Jordan. Like, what do you choose? Like, you can choose like the years you chose, or you can choose the year he won championships because he was great in those years. It's like it's kind of hard to rank like players' peaks for me that were great for so long.
Yeah, that's why this week on the Hoop Talk podcast we're going to be doing the greatest careers. So we're going to factor in all of it. So
Bill Russell number one.
And it's hard too.
Somebody up here and threw off my fun sway.
There's lag switching you. There's lag switching you.
Somebody up here and threw off my fun sway. I don't know.
His face was stuck the whole time in one position. I'm like, yo, is he still there?
Yeah, y'all just threw off my fun sway up here. I don't know what y'all doing up here, bro.
Just said LeBron James and he just lagged out.
I got a couple super chats. Yusuf,
how
close is AD to Dirk all time? So how close do you think AD is to Dirk all time?
AD won a ring this year. We'll have those discussions.
Anthony Davis is better. Peak AD is better than peak Dirk.
Is he a top 30 player all time? 80 right now?
No.
Okay. Y'all agree.
He's got to beat the
John Dirk is a top 5 power forward.
He said John Stockton allegations.
The John Stockton allegations.
Okay. Who's better all time to you, Giannis or AD?
That's
Giannis.
Probably Giannis.
Reluctantly. Giannis. I think Giannis top 35. I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't.
I'll go with Giannis. Giannis has beat the John Stockton allegations.
You can name 35 niggas better than Giannis.
I said he's top.
Michael Jordan.
I can't. I'm just being safe. I'm just being safe. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm just being safe. I'm not gonna say he's top 20 or top 15 all time.
I don't think it's 25 people to play.
Top 25.
I think he's arguing with top 25. No.
I'll say
yeah,
top
but
30.
you guys care about accolades, so yeah, he can be top 25 for you guys.
I prefer his game over Dirty Malone.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk about him.
Oh yeah, I agree.
We didn't talk about him. I didn't even talk about him, and he was on my list. We just brushed past
top America's most wanted.
Yeah. We do not discuss him. But Giannis is not top 25 all time. He's got to beat the Elgin Baylor allegations. That's what he's got.
Has Jokic beat the
You think Elgin Baylor better than
what?
No, I got Stockton over Jokic all time.
Oh.
Bro, said Elgin Baylor.
Yeah, all time. Yeah, all time. That makes sense because longevity too.
Say that again.
I have Stockton over Jokic all time.
Oh.
How many more years do you think Jokic can play at this elite level?
Hopefully he can put like
3 more years or 5 more years.
How is Stockton better than Jokic?
Where would he end up? You think?
Because Jokic has done this for about 4 years, whereas John Stockton did about 17.
Yo, I'd rather the past 5 years of Jokic than Stockton's whole
thing.
Yeah, and that's what you can value. I'm taking 17 years of John Stockton over 4 years of Jokic.
Somebody gotta explain to me why Jokic offensive peak is just clearing James Harden's. I really need an explanation on that.
I don't think it clears.
I don't think it clears.
Hey, Marius, I got a question. Let's say the 17 years of Stockton. Cool. We seen what he done, Hall of Famer. Jokic, let's say you take these 4 years with him and he brings you a championship. Which one would you take?
If I see that Jokic's defense isn't as exploitable,
translation, I can get with that argument.
If I see Jokic defense isn't as exploitable in the playoffs, I might take Jokic's 4 or 5 year stretch over John Stockton's career. I don't know.
So it doesn't even matter about the championship.
It's just about seeing if Jokic defense is easy to exploit in the postseason like it's been in the last 3 years, which is why I haven't been as high on Jokic then, because in 2020, 2021, it was just very easy to exploit.
I got a question. I got another question. Do you think you think he has improved on that this season, or he just the teams that he's faced against hasn't had a lot of offensive threats to attack that?
I think Michael Malone's just done a better job defensively in terms of coaching, in terms of hiding Jokic. I do think guys like KCP, Bruce Brown, and Jamal Murray coming back have made the defense better. Mm-hmm. So I think it's harder to exploit him now with a better defense around him. But I do think it's mainly on Michael Malone. Jokic does seem to he's still got good hands and whatever, but he's still not a great defender.
Good feet when he kicked the ball.
Yeah, those kickball violations are elite. But I think he still has the same flaws. I just think it's easier to hide his flaws. And if you can hide his flaws and still have all the value of his offense, that brings tremendous value. And that's why I think he's really good at basketball. So
amazing at basketball.
Yeah, he's maybe
great defensive personnel around him right now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Jokic might be better than John Havlicek. That's how good I think he is. He might be better than John Havlicek.
Which flaw is
nothing.
bigger?
Whatever that means.
It means he might be better than John Havlicek.
Do you have him as a better offensive player than Bird?
Who? What peak for peak?
Jokic.
Man,
I think Jokic is better offensively than Bird.
Yeah.
Jokic all good, bro.
But
Jokic-
Bird is like
Jokic,
top.
bro.
Bird is like top 7 himself. So.
I think Jokic probably has it because of the post game.
Yeah, let's not disrespect Larry Bird's post game.
I mean, yeah.
Oh no, this is
But-
that. I think Jokic, because Jokic is a big man, he's naturally better because he's a big and he just operates and does it more.
Like
Which
how
way-
Giannis, like how
he's a better
Giannis is
shooter
better
than
in the post
Bird?
than Larry Bird as well. Right?
Oh no.
You think he's a better
Giannis
shooter
is
than Bird?
No, he's not. He's not even close to the level of shooter as Bird is. I think the issue with Bird is his ability around the rim. I think Jokic is just so much better around the basket. Like Larry Bird wasn't great around the rim. That's what holds him back, in my opinion.
I dead ass think every floater he shoots is about to go in. Like,
and then if it doesn't go in, he just gets the offensive rebound
He
anyway.
gonna
And then puts it
Yeah,
back.
it's
Yeah, he has the best floater in the league. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're
Michael
fucked.
Malone
It's between him and like Steph, bro.
Michael Malone is a great coach for letting Jokic stat pad though. So from time to time,
Facts. The way he
Like, that's
beat
W
Jokic
coach. That's
that
W
that's
coach.
elite right there. Jokic be one rebound away from a triple double at 40, and he'll get that rebound. Like,
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the coach for letting him do it though.
Yeah, Mars. Remember, like months ago when they was like mad as shit about the James Harden AI debate.
Mhm.
But like after the Sixers lost, and mind you, I was with you. I'm with you on James Harden over AI, even though AI is my favorite player. My brother hit me up, was like, "Talk that shit now about AI," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Talk that bullshit you've been saying about James Harden being over AI." You see, I'm like, bro, listen. I know what James Harden is. I was disappointed. Y'all already know. I came on here said Philly, Denver in the finals, Jokic versus Embiid, and they folded in Game 6 when they could have won. And I'm like, JT ain't about to shoot like that again. Then he comes out, drops what, 51, 52?
Too many.
It killed because I'm like, no, because at the beginning of third quarter, I'm like, all right, this 3-point game, just whatever. Went to go cook. Came back and they were down by like what 30. I was like, oh yeah, I picked Philly.
They act like AI didn't have failures either, though.
No, but his failures are fine because he didn't have help.
Yeah,
bro. So you just ignore the failures.
And he had a lot of heart too, so it's okay.
Your friend hit you up after.
I just want to know what these biggest moments Ticket was talking about. He was
Clearly out of
he
his
showed up at
2001.
all
2001. That's all he talks about.
Ticket was acting like this dude AI was
2001 when he did Eric Snow.
I'm taking AI
over
over
at the end of the game, but it's fine. Harden to me is just a better player. Like that's
we're talking about basketball
better defender, better playmaker.
AI was the reason I started watching basketball, and I still take Harden over him.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
can I ask
James Harden is like fifth, and AI
like,
is
you know how
I can't be in denial.
As name value with teammates like carries. If you have like let's say like the Bucks for instance, like if you have great teammates just by name value, but they're not performing, is there help? You know what I'm saying? Like they just say you had help just because the people on your team, even but if they didn't perform, is that really help? You know what I'm saying?
It ain't. No, it ain't. Not to me.
He had who are we talking about right now? Harden?
No, I'm talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I think we're speaking generally.
But Harden had
Harden's name did contribute though. I don't want to.
I mean, what Dwight?
Chris Paul was great on the Rockets. Like in 2018.
Yeah, Chris Paul was great until he got hurt. Yep.
2018.
Yeah, Chris Paul was hooping.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt.
2019, Chris Paul wasn't great, but I think
he wasn't great in 2019.
2020, Russell Westbrook was hurt in the bubble.
Yeah.
2021 he got hurt. 2022 I still think he wasn't himself, and then 2023 he's trash.
Yeah.
And then you go back before before that. James Harden's help was like Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, and those guys.
Yeah, 2015 is 16
Harden was
like really good in the playoffs.
2016 they were the 8th seed. I remember that they were like 500 that year. And then 2015 he got to the conference finals.
Yeah, they were the 8th seed.
Like 2016 that was 500. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's an 8th seed. That's when OKC my Thunder blew. That's when my Thunder blew the lead.
Barely made the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
2016 was a bad year for me as a sports fan because the Thunder blew their lead and the Falcons lost and blew their lead. It was a bad year for me.
James Harden's postseason
At least
resume
Kobe
in
dropped 60 in his
Houston
last game.
isn't that bad.
It isn't bad.
Like I don't
it's
know
just
how.
that one
Like when
game
you
missing,
when you
the one-
when you
the
when
one
you
I-
look at
I
the
mainly-
teams he lost to, I'm like,
the one I really like crucified him for was the series versus Portland,
San
when
Antonio.
I did.
And
No, I
when
mean,
Damian the game winner.
San Antonio, I don't think he was really bad that series. I think
Oh, yeah, that
it
was-
was that
yeah, it
game
was
6.
horrible.
It was that game 6.
that
at
game
home.
6 was egregious.
That was bad. But that series versus Portland, like they was favored. They were supposed to win that series. We had home court and everything out here and there. And LaMarcus Aldridge was just going dumb. James Harden was out here tripping. Like, and then Dame hit that 3. Man, dog. Nah, he was bad.
Packing.
Yeah, 2013 they lost to OKC. That was the year where Patrick Beverley tried to kill Russell Westbrook, right?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
What was the year when he had the all-time most turnovers in the closeout game?
2015 Game 5 against Golden State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you got
It was so weird watching
2013
that.
was
Like,
2013 was OKC, then 2014 was Portland, which was really bad. 2015 he was in the conference finals and lost to the Warriors, and he actually had a pretty good series.
Yeah.
2016 the team wasn't good. They lost to the Warriors in the first round. Steph missed 2 games, I think. They lost that year. 2017 they lost to the Spurs, and James Harden had that terrible closeout game. 2018 they went to 7.
Terrible. I think you need to emphasize the
terrible. Agree. One of the worst
that,
closeout games I've ever seen.
that emphasized
Yeah,
the choker.
That was
when
really
Ginobili blocked him
bad.
from behind, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Oh, man.
2018 they lost to Golden State in 7 games, missed like 27 straight threes. Trevor Ariza was the biggest double agent I've ever seen. 2019 they lost to Golden State again, and then 2020 they lost to the Lakers, and then 2021 he was hurt, and then now you have this version of James Harden. So I think his postseason career gets relegated to like 4 or 5 games, and I feel like that's I mean, yes, it's big games, and I agree it holds him back. But to act like he's just not better than Allen Iverson because of those select games, I'm like, if 99% of the time he's better than him, but 1% of the time he isn't, I'm gonna still take him.
And also, Chris Paul kind of makes it up as a
It's pretty crazy how everybody like on the like they kept saying, "Oh, James Harden or Allen Iverson's better than Harden." Like, bro, they both didn't achieve what they wanted.
Yeah, they both lost.
Yeah, but Allen Iverson didn't have help. That's why. And then forget about the years in Denver. It doesn't because then he lost to the Spurs and he lost to the Lakers, so it doesn't matter that he lost. He lost to better teams. But God forbid you say James Harden lost to the Warriors. No, you can't do that. But Allen Iverson lost to the Lakers and Spurs, so it's okay.
It's same thing.
You got a game too, man.
Does Chris Paul the most like unfortunate like career because he always gets hurt at the wrong moment because we all know he's a great player.
He's the most unfortunate, unlucky superstar.
He doesn't underperform in the playoffs. He's still playing really good. He just gets hurt at bad times. He doesn't really. He probably has bad moments, but he never like. I don't know if it's a big draw. Like what
I would say him. I would say him and Reggie Miller. I think Reggie Miller is pretty unfortunate too. Not because of injury, just what happened throughout his career that kind of kept him from winning. Like it was, I don't know, it was pretty crazy.
I say Dominique Wilkins.
Miller.
Loyalty.
Yeah, the reason I say Reggie is because Reggie, like, bro, I feel like Reggie he could have won the chip, but he fell right between the Bulls dynasty and then he fell with Kobe and Shaq, and then I felt like he could have won another time, but you know, Ron Artest and Stack want to fight the fans and shit. And then I think that was like his his last chance to probably try to really contend to win a championship. And like, you know, I feel like it was unfortunate things that happened, like who he faced. But with Chris Paul, you know, is injuries. But I feel like Reggie could have got one.
Nah, Chris Paul.
It was more the Knicks than the Bulls. He only ran to the Bulls once.
I mean, he had beat the Knicks.
Yeah. No, but he lost to him. He lost to him more than they won. So he beat them.
I mean, maybe, but I feel like the time when the Knicks beat him, Mike had retired. But when he finally had beat the Knicks, oh, of course, Mike wanted.
He ran against. He ran against.
No. He lost to.
When he beat the Knicks,
too, right?
he ran into Orlando.
Yeah, he ran into that young, but then he ended up facing the Bulls too. In the conference finals, like some years later, he lost to them, and then when he got to the finals, Kobe and Shaq. So yeah, that shit was just.
Same thing with Dominique Wilkins.
That's what
Dominique he had to face the. Not because Dominique had to face the. I'm an ATO guy. I'm an ATO guy because like he had to face those the Celtics teams. Then he had to face Jordan, and the Hawks never gave him anything. You know.
I'm so sorry, brother.
This guy so love.
They had Doc Rivers.
Yeah, they had Doc Rivers, the player.
Exactly. Doc Rivers. Exactly.
Rivers.
Doc Rivers was the player. Like you see how he coaches, he's the same as a player.
Oh wow.
And he's such an all-time great coach, and he's lost the most games.
And we had a 5'7" point guard. Come on now, even though he was tough.
Don't disrespect Spud Webb. Don't do that.
No, I'm not disrespecting him.
Yeah, make sure.
Does
anyone have anything to say?
It's 3 loads up here right now.
You're insane. You're insane.
Oh Lord.
Does anyone have anything to say?
I wanted to go ahead and ask this question to the panel. You feel me? So y'all already know Jimmy Butler is on like one of the toughest roads trying to get to the finals right now. If he wins his ring, where do y'all look at him in all-time ranking?
Oh, I said
the ring.
He'll be over
on Twitter as we speak right now. It's a great question as far as where he ranks in Miami Heat.
He'll be over Allen Iverson.
He's over KD.
Hey,
I can see that. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't say.
Jimmy Butler's ring will mean 10 times more than KD's 2 rings.
And he still won't be as talented.
That's a fact.
Who said anything about as talented?
He still won't be a better player 15 years from now. No one's going to say that. Even if he wins his ring.
Who's a better player?
Hey, and by that logic, him not being a better player than him still getting that ring just makes it even 10 times better, bro.
Exactly. No one said anything about better player. No one said
Jimmy got this ring out the mud.
I think he had to go through
I never really thought I ranked Jimmy all the time, but I think
Celtic and win. You got to put.
Jimmy could be top 75.
If he wins this ring, though, as far as Miami specifically, is he a greater all-time Heat than LeBron? Is he like just him and D?
He already is. He already is.
I don't know about that.
He already is.
Hell no.
I can't. Narrative-wise, yes, but being real, nah. Because
Miami fans will love Jimmy Butler more than LeBron James. They'll love Jimmy Butler more than LeBron James.
I feel like Miami fans will love both.
I mean, if the Lakers win a championship this year, they're gonna love every other Laker more than.
I mean, you're gonna love whoever gets your team a ring. So,
bro.
Exactly. If Jimmy wins, they'll love Miami fans will love Jimmy Butler more than they love LeBron James.
Being realistic though, like him being what he's doing on that Heat team, right? It's not even about the love. It's what he's doing on this Heat team and being able, if he's able to beat this Celtics team, which I believe he can, right?
What is it? 56.
I take him 7.
It's Boston in 5. But
would this ring be better than 06 ring?
Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah.
Hey.
Actually,
I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I
think it would. I'm not gonna front.
The first one, the first one.
You gotta
as
watch
long as it ain't a whole bunch of fouls.
If Jimmy Butler wins this ring, it's in the Hakeem and Dirk category of ring.
That's literally what I was going to say.
He still got it done. That's
it might be the greatest ring of all time.
It might be even better than theirs.
Because he'll be the
If Giannis played the whole time, maybe
I mean, the Knicks not moving.
You got to remember, he beat Julius Randle in round 2. That's not moving me. Julius Randle in round 2. Like,
it don't matter.
Yeah, the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson.
You got to think about the position they were in, though, bro.
No, but Julius Randle was there. Like you beat Julius Randle.
Just because Julius Randle.
Yeah, he just brings the atmosphere.
Hey, Mars, but like you said, they won a game when he played well. So like you can't even dispute that.
Yeah, but he never plays well. So he played well in 2 games, and the Knicks won 2 games. But then every other game he was terrible.
I mean, look, I think this ring will mean a little more.
Hey, all I'm saying is though, like Mars said earlier, I was going to say that, but like y'all really gotta look at and view that ring in the same tier as like Hakeem.
It'll be better than the Lakers winning the ring this year.
Oh no, I agree.
If the Lakers win a ring this year, it doesn't count.
What?
They're being favored by the referees.
Oh,
no, Mars. Bro, Mars in yourself off, bro. Them Mars off your team.
How you gonna jump off the Warriors to go to the Houston Rockets? That's all.
So that when Houston are good, no one can say I jumped on the bandwagon. I was here in the bad days.
That's true. He was there when they were just a lot.
No,
of
facts.
I saw Wembanyama coming. I saw Wembanyama.
He was there when they were AAU.
But does Jalen Green have to be on the team to support him still?
Oh yeah, Jalen Green goes anger.
I'm real. I feel like Jalen Green's getting too much hate because he's really good at basketball. If you watch him, I know he's been inconsistent, but Jalen Green has a lot of potential. I think he's getting like too much hate.
People don't. You think people are going out their way to watch games, man? No one's going out their way to watch Houston Rockets games. Like they're not.
Desto
is Jalen Green good?
Yes.
See, people who watch the Houston Rockets know Jalen Green is good, but people
who
don't.
You Houston native too?
Kind of like,
yeah, I'm out here.
Houston native.
Mars, do you agree that they need veterans down there to like have something?
But Wembanyama is the veteran.
Oh yeah, I'm a Laker fan as well. Hey, I already know that.
Wembanyama's been playing pro basketball for a few years. He's a vet.
So y'all ready for him to be on?
He'll be a rookie in the NBA, but he's a professional veteran.
Y'all ready for him?
By the way, I don't know if y'all doing anything, but around like 6 Central Time, 7 Eastern Time, me and Drew, we're gonna be on our channel. We're gonna do a live reaction to the
drop in a private chat.
Yeah, if y'all want to pull up, but Drew, he hoping for the second pick because we both got questions about Wemby. Now, he got way more than me.
That's
I get all the questions. You don't ask for the second pick.
That's a good discussion though. What are the questions? What's the question?
What are the questions?
It's injury, isn't it?
And Ticket was mistaken. But Wemby does have an injury history. Like I don't know why Ticket said he doesn't, but he does.
He had that leg fracture a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to play. I know they had like the FIBA games or something like last summer. He was supposed to be playing with Gobert. That's like the Twin Towers or something, but he couldn't play.
Mm-hmm.
He was hurt. And if you look at anybody that big, 7'4",
that big,
7'5",
exactly.
They always have knee.
Hey, just a quick question: with his frame, do you think he can gain muscle because with his frame, or do you think he'll just be like?
I don't think he can.
I mean, I think you know once he gets to the NBA and he gets with the NBA organization, he can gain muscle. KD gain muscle too, but it's still that frame. That frame still scares you.
Wing, though.
I mean, did he?
I don't think
agree with Lamar said earlier.
There's not much he'll fill out, but he'll put on some weight. He'll be like
he'll put on some weight.
I do agree.
He'll end up being like 250.
Yeah, but even when you put on weight like that can.
I mean, if he gets to like what Porzingis is right now, because when Porzingis first came in, he was probably just as skinny, if not maybe a little skinnier. He puts on enough.
Porzingis does have like injury problems though.
Yeah, I don't have worries about Wemby's weight the way I do with Chet. Chet to me, I don't think
exactly.
Yeah, Chet is
Wemby to me has a frame that he can fill out a bit more.
Like,
but what about like the lower extremity injuries? Like you don't have a concern about that?
You always have a concern about someone that big, but I think he's worth the risk. Like. Any GM who says I'm not taking him number one because he may get hurt,
you're gonna get fired.
I would fire you.
Hey, look, Zion Williams,
you're gonna get fired.
And you get
blackballed out the league.
To me, he's just worth the risk. That's all it is.
I feel like his defense potential is very high. I agree with Mars. I feel like he'll come in better defensively than offensively. I feel like
I don't trust those offensive.
I don't think he get none of that shit off on the perimeter like we see in these highlights.
He's gonna have the same problem that KD has with his handle. His handle is
all of that is too slow. He's too upright. That shit not getting that shit off in the NBA.
No problem him stepping on his foot.
Speaking of draft, you think Garland's gonna probably be the best player from this draft in a couple years, considering who went in front of him?
Garland?
You said who?
Oh, I seen that somewhere that Zion.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter today.
John Moran is a criminal.
John Moran talking about the league.
I hear him call him Ja Wick.
Who went number 4? Was it DeAndre Hunter?
Ja Wick is a great.
Shout out to John Moran.
I still got
literally got suspended for it.
DeAndre Hunter went 4 and RJ Barrett went 3, I think.
Yeah, but we don't.
DeAndre Hunter been so disappointing.
RJ Barrett is like such a disappointment right now, bro. Because he's just kind of there. He'll have such a great game, and then he'll go like 1 of 10, and it's so fucking confusing. And I'm not even a Knicks fan. I'm like, bro, how are you that?
I feel like it's because Julius Randle's on his team. That's why.
Yeah, he's under Julius Randle.
Julius Randle.
I'm not gonna lie. Julius Randle on your team, that does give you. I have to.
He has his aura. He has that.
I ain't trying to hear that because what about Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson was
He's overcome Julius Randle. That's what he's done.
Yeah, because
you get extra credit when you can overcome Julius Randle.
Like that's still because he did from Dallas and he had good aura.
Was Luka Doncic holding back?
Wait. Technically,
Jalen
he didn't
Brunson?
overcome him though.
Huh?
Was Luka holding back Jalen Brunson?
Kinda.
I mean, I want to say that.
I
think he's just like
I
think Jalen Brunson. I think
and Jalen Brunson start popping off.
No,
I think Jalen Brunson just got given more opportunity. That's what I really think it was.
I mean, once your usage of possession increase, you know,
I was gonna say at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, but once like Luka gives up the ball, what is his value?
He doesn't do nothing.
That's the thing. And that's my thing. I have a hard time grading and ranking.
See, that's why I really want to put Tatum above him, but I didn't.
No, Tatum is above him. Tatum is above him.
Yeah, I would put.
I was gonna say it. Really.
I think Luka.
Tatum is a winner. Tatum is a winner.
And I'll say if Doncic,
I mean, he made a playoffs with Kyrie.
Tatum was accomplishing now.
Tatum made a playoffs with Kyrie.
But he still hasn't won anything. Still a loser.
Come on now, come on.
He won MVP.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he did make the playoffs.
If Jayson Tatum wins a ring this year, is he better than Allen Iverson?
Yes, he already
he's better than AI right now.
Right now, he's better
than Jayson Tatum is better than AI right
now.
Now we overdoing it.
Jason Tatum one more 50-point game away in the playoffs from Tyron Will. Like, I don't think people understand the stuff he's doing right now.
Bro, they don't. They don't
even want to get this dude ready. It's like constant goalpost.
Will Chamberlain record doesn't move me.
I love the most turnovers in the inconsistency with the slow starts just be pissing me off, bro.
Who is Jayson Tatum's
that's
idol?
Bro, it's not.
It don't make sense when you're
Kobe?
idol.
Every time I watch this man, I'm like, bro, what game am I gonna get from you today, bro?
And that's what I thought when I watched you play. That's exactly what I thought when I watched Kobe Bryant.
Wait. You said
he got
play like a role player.
Wait. Did somebody just say Kobe? Somebody just said Kobe.
If Jayson Tatum wins this year, you might have to have the Jayson Tatum Kobe conversations.
Isn't Kobe his idol?
Okay. That's kind of
I'm with that. Hey, Mars, I'm with that. Real talk, man.
How many 50-point game sevens has Kobe had?
You can't be a Kobe fan and then run around and talk
about. What Mars really isn't saying though is if he's in those Kobe talks, he gonna have to start putting him in them Jordan talks too, bro. Right? Real talk, man.
Oh, Kobe's over Jordan. I told you, illegal defense merchant is not moving me. Illegal defense merchant is not moving me.
You got to put him in the Jordan talks, bro.
Jayson Tatum might already be over Michael Jordan.
Facts.
If you make Jordan with a zone defense,
show my face when these kind of things are going on right now.
Jordan with a zone defense is a bad sight. You don't want to see Jordan against zone. I mean, he was someone who just got to pick a side, clear out, one-on-one, get to the rim. Now imagine if you could load up on Michael Jordan's side. Guess what? He doesn't look as good.
It's not more Jordan.
Hey, Mars, when they try to trap that man Jordan, he's not gonna be able to make a play out of the trap, bro.
He's gonna look like KD in the trap. I implore any of you, go watch Michael Jordan's 63-point game against Boston.
Mars,
he would just get Danny Ainge on him. He would get Danny Ainge on him. Clear out. I got Danny Ainge one-on-one to the rim. That's what he was doing. That's what happened.
Super chat.
Okay, thank you.
And Jayson Tatum only 19.
Facts.
He's still 19. That's a fact.
I have LeBron as my second best of all time. But a lot of LeBron fans using the 2018 argument to elevate him to GOAT status is so poorly rooted. I'm sorry. You haven't LeBron as your second best of all time is disgusting.
Facts. I don't know why he's second. He should be
second.
Because that Victor Oladipo Pacer team is moving me. I don't know about y'all.
LeBron was
Jordan
would have got swept by that team.
It really is. When you think about it.
Gold-10 is moving me. I don't know about y'all.
Does anyone have any final words before I wrap this up?
Hey, hold on, man. I got a bone to pick.
I got two things to say if I can.
Go say your
Trae
two things.
Trae Young's a better
One,
passer than John Stockton.
Wemby's going to the Magic. I see it coming. In 2.
Whoa, you
Yeah,
said
Who said
that?
Wait, before I go, I gotta say, Marge, is it hard to shoot a penalty kick?
No, it's not hard at all.
Okay, because I was watching PC Footy and they were acting like you were just like,
yeah, they were
fucking
just
like
chatting.
nonsense. So I thought
they were just chatting. Penalties are easy. They were just chatting. Anyone else have any final words?
Trae Young's higher all time than John Stockton.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. We're gonna be live reacting to the draft lottery. I pull up. I appreciate it.
Desto, you have a Twitter, Desto?
I sent
yeah,
the link
I'm
for anyone interested.
What's your Twitter?
In checking them out.
It's Real Talk EJLT.
You guys can't do this behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think I saw you want
I'm sorry.
I have another super chat. I have
shameless promo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hit 44. Would KD get locked up in the 90s?
Bro, he wouldn't last. He would not last.
Of course.
I can't lie.
KD go 1-on-1 and he's better than Michael Jordan. Let KD go 1-on-1.
Bro, with the physicality, bro, he's tearing all his ACLs.
What physicality? Have you watched the 90s? It's
bro, have you watched the 90s, bro? That's real physicality.
They just run by them. That's what they do. Just run by them. Fake physicality. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Fake physicality.